Decade. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Hot Santa, my buddy. His name was Brent Bailey, folks. Go to
Oh,
his
Brett Bailey, you're so hot.
go to his Instagram and follow him. He is worth it. He's one of the nicest guys. He's one of the nicest guys in the industry. I've been a friend of his for like 10 years. We have interviews on. We had an interview a few months ago. So check that out. He's everywhere. But hi, this is the Y&R Bold and Beautiful mini spotlight extravaganza end of the year celebration.
That was a mouthful.
I know what that was. I'm James Law Jr. Didn't know that already. But with me, of course, right now, I usually have two ladies. We don't know where the other one is. Maybe she's on
James
assignment. So
always has two ladies
I always have two ladies.
and a
But
glass of Sebastian.
that's the Gracie. I love it. But she is a star herself with her own commercial. Harry Potter theme parks. You haven't seen it? Go and check it out. It is Tami and Amanda.
Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, as we used to say.
Yes, all the time.
Whenever you tune in, we welcome you.
Yes, yes, exactly. Whenever we take it. Hi, so welcome you guys. We're so happy to be here. I'm just kind of time typing in. That's number 6. Yes. Okay.
Hi, George. Hi, Kenneth. Folks are entering the chat room.
The chat room. We are going to talk about both shows, kids, in one show. We're going to just go back and forth. Just before, it was very successful. It's crazy time. It's the end of the year. No matter how you swing politically, it's kind of crazy. We get to 2025. Weather is crazy. We've had wildfires out here and nor'easters back east. Isn't that crazy? And tornadoes in Sacramento or whatever. It's all crazy.
Earthquakes in the Bay Area.
Earthquakes in the Bay Area.
Tsunami warnings.
It's
They say what? Off the coast of Oakland? What are you talking
about? I know. And here's what's crazy, folks. Here's a little something for you. Where I live in LA, I'm actually within tsunami distance. I didn't realize that until one day I saw a tsunami. We had shelters because I live in Inglewood, but I'm like within the 10 miles from the water. I mean, I love being close to the water, but I'll be that close then.
I've never been told about tsunami insurance.
Well, no, me neither.
We got earthquake and fire, but I would never heard about tsunami insurance.
I have tsunami. I mean, I have insurance in my house, but I don't have tsunami insurance.
That's just nutso.
It's kind of crazy. But he said, "Yeah, James, you're close to some tsunamis can go as far as 10 miles."
Yeah. No, I remember that huge one was not Costa Rica. Thailand.
Thailand, yes. Thailand.
Oh my gosh, that was horrifying. That wave was like 30, 50 feet tall.
And it went in. Also, folks, if you ever watched the movie The Impossible, which is the real life story of this family who went through, it is Naomi Watts got an Oscar nomination. It is crazy. The Impossible, folks, really about tsunami. It's really crazy. That movie is too much. But hello, Kenneth. Hello, Bridget. As we said, and George. I saw George yesterday. We had our last Zoom of the year. Thanks for joining us.
Sweet.
We had a good time. It was a very emotional Zoom. We had a good time. So thank you guys. So we're talking about both of these. Then at 1:00, Frank Moran and I will be talking about General Hospital. General Hospital. They killed Dex. That's the prize of the season. So we're talking about that. Lulu returned, which I'm loving Alexa Havens. And the sex tape came out. So all that happened this last week. So we're talking about that.
Which tape? Oh, and
Willow having sex in Scout's bedroom.
The Willow and thing.
And I'll tell you right now, my favorite two reactions, I think everybody's favorite two reactions were Ned and Tracy. The best reactions, my thumbnail for that show is Ned and his.
Did Michael leak it?
By accident, Tracy put it out by accident while they were watching a football game at Christmas. So everybody saw it.
Oh,
it's good. They were leading to it the whole episode before. They were leading to it at the very, because they were using Michael's phone. I use my phone too to transfer it onto my TV, your smart TV.
Yeah.
They're watching the game, and then Tracy's like, "I'm done. I'm tired of this," and I'm saying, and she pressed the button, and it showed he had on his phone the video.
Oh my gosh! Well, good, because Willow and what's his name need to be cut down a few pegs.
Oh, Drew said, "Oh yeah, it is."
They just piss me off.
They're glorious. They're hilarious. They're serious. Carly was there too, so she saw the whole. I mean, it's Joss saw it, but then she goes and Joss dies. I mean, the Dex dies.
What?
I can't believe he died. Dex died on
No,
Friday.
he didn't.
Huh?
Are you kidding me? I know he got stabbed.
Nope. We thought he was fine, and on Friday,
No,
they said we're sorry. They said we're sorry,
no,
and
no,
Joss like, what? And Anna's
no,
like, what?
no, 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 no.
That's the shot. And Evan said, "Thanks. I'm done with my time there. Thank you very much." He said it on his social media.
Did he leave or did
Yeah.
they?
Oh,
They
I don't know. It's just a big. This just happened on Friday. It's the biggest shock we've. This happened on Friday.
no, that makes no sense. That makes no sense unless it's his decision. That makes no sense. That's unacceptable.
That's like that.
That's not going to further anything. Although I wonder who stabbed him. I think it's Cyrus. Best too
Yeah,
obvious.
but no, he died from something else at the stab. That's what it is in the hospital.
Oh.
Whoever you saw who killed Sam.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's going around injecting people's, drips and stuff.
George says he saw his exit interview yesterday.
That makes me sick.
It's no everybody's shocked. No, we're shocked. It's the best kept secret. No, shocked. Oh my God, Alexa's doing a great job. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, that's General Hospital.
One more thing. So now anyone who Joss is with now is just going to die.
Apparently,
Is that what's going to happen?
Michael. Remember Michael for a while.
I'm livid.
We were all shocked. Trust me, we were all shocked.
Oh my God.
After that, of course, it's Dish and Days with our buddy, my chocolate twin, Tony Moore, and his cohorts. I'm not sure. I think I don't know if it'll be their last show or not. I'm not sure for the year, but they're doing one today for sure. So check that out. The week after the whole Doug funeral scenes, which I just cried the whole time. It was great. I think Susan Seaforth Hayes deserves an Emmy nomination. I don't know how she did that and got through those scenes. I cried every single day. And they used the eulogy from the real funeral.
Oh,
it was, I don't know how she did it. Oh, Tami, I seriously, I was sobbing. I don't know how
I haven't seen it.
Oh my God.
Oh, God.
Woo! It's something else. Susan, I think she entered her name in the race for a lead actress in a drama series. So Tony JC, yeah, Dak's gone. It was like,
oh my God, Ernie's gonna flip a lid. He's gonna be what the holy heck is happening here?
What's so funny? The joke was there's the joke. The joke was it's like Days of Our Lives. They're not all dead. They're on an island somewhere.
They have to be.
Someone trying to spell Port Charles backwards because Mellowswin was the other one. What does anybody remember what that? I saw it online. Can somebody type in Port Charles backwards? It was hilarious. They're on an island called blah blah blah. I was like, I don't know what it is. So yeah. But what's about that? I got that's the other show. I'll put that on that show.
No, I know it's so good.
I know. All the shows are good. Dish and Days. So that's at 3:00 on that channel. Dish and Days. Tell him old man James sent you. He always fun of my age every time. And next week is my last show of the year, period, with Frank Moran and John Dunphy. We'll be doing Skeleton Crew episode 4 reaction. Two of us like the show. Frank's not into it so much. We like it. But check out our live show. That's Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And that'll be literally my last show of the year as I head to New York for work. I leave a week from today. And I'll be there until I got a one-way ticket. One-way ticket to paradise. No.
That's usually the best way to go is doing the one way. It's cheaper sometimes.
Well, I have no idea. I don't know what I'll be done. So I can't even, I'm going to try to see some old friends. So folks who got some AfterBuzz TV fans, I'm going to try to see Brianna Phipps.
Oh.
I'm going to try to see Grant Rudder.
Give her
I'm going to try to see Jeff Graham. So there's people I'm going to see. They're all living there now. So we've been in contact.
Jeff is in New York too.
And his wife got a job with Fallon.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like that. So she left Jimmy Kimmel. Yeah. So they're all there. So I've already contacted them, and so you might see some of my social media, some familiar faces from the past if you're AfterBuzz TV fans, because they're still my friends. Still stay in touch. Okay. And hopefully Amanda will come in. I texted her. I don't know what she'll come in with her alabaster skin. What happens? But me and Tami are going to get started. I want to bring up Bold and the Beautiful first, kids, because for a while I wasn't watching, but now I'm glad I tuned back in because it's cuckoo crazy for Cocoa Puffs, as Tony would say. I have to say, Tammy talked about this before. Having Carter take over for that was so bold. I always say this: bold does bold moves. And I was like, he and Annika are. I mean, they told Tammy in real life. They told Tony Moore in real life. Tell James we love him still or whatever, but we like our pairing. So maybe when I come back, I'll get them both on the show at the same time.
Please.
I'm not for the pairing. I love them both. I mean, I love Lawrence. I love Hanukkah. I love them both. They know that. They were laughing. Did they tell you that? I tell James that we still that we still love him.
They were very PC about it. They said, we understand that, he's not keen on it. I say, no, he's not. It's not keen. He can't stand the pairing. And they're like, "Ah!" Like, this should be clear. He can't stand it. So nothing personal, obviously.
Yeah, obviously, yeah, they know.
Obviously.
I love both of them, so
Yes. Yeah.
they know that. But actually, so Carter is in charge with his one by his side. The previews show Brooke back in charge
Right.
too.
And she's dressed in black.
Yes,
Like, that's very symbolic.
I know.
I've never seen her completely dressed in
No,
black like
here.
that. That was a foreshadowing of things
Yes.
to come. That was
Yeah.
like, ooh.
So let's talk about. Okay, we'll get to the Stephanie and all that stuff, but I want to talk about the Ridge and Brooke situation.
Yeah.
That was very interesting because for all these years, Tammy and I, the mostly, and then Amanda, have gone back and forth about Ridge and his children and Brooke's reaction. Now we got Ridge reacting to Brooke reacting to Ridge on his about her daughter. The roles are reversed. And I mean, when he called, I was shocked. I have to say, at the end of that episode, he said, "You are a nasty bitch." Oh,
I did. I was like, ooh.
how did you feel? I mean, I was like,
I was like, oh, at that point, and Brooke didn't say anything. She stood in the background. You could see on her face, KKL, it's all in the eyes,
"Oh
right?
yeah, totally, yeah, totally."
And you could just see her, something inside of her was just crumbling.
She couldn't believe
What,
it. She couldn't believe it.
what just happened? What is happening? And it's a good analogy of going forward and then hitting the wall and going to the side and hitting, like, she didn't know what to do. It was just that moment of But that's when I thought, okay, this is a line that has been crossed that Brooke has never crossed with his children. Ever. And see, and that's the thing. Calling a woman a bitch, give me what equates to calling a man, what do you call a man that
Nothing.
cuts like that?
Nothing.
Oh, he's an asshole.
Right.
Oh,
Sure.
like, there's really nothing
No, there isn't.
that cuts like that. And then, there was a second part of what he called her, but
We'll get there. No, they're talking about the chat.
to
Like,
that.
they were all everybody say their jaw was dropped when he called her a bitch. Like,
Yeah.
went to that part first. Like, it's like that was like wow. In front of everybody, showed everybody was like, oh my god, like he just like you're just a nasty bitch. And Brooke, you're right. Brooke's face is like, I can't believe this motherfucker just. I mean, this MFer just said that. That's her face. Because KKL's a bomb. She's the bomb anyway. She's the bomb.
Do you know what was fascinating though? It wasn't, to me, it wasn't that. It was like, I can't believe it. He just said that. But, I could see it, but we'll talk about this later.
Yes.
And we'll work this out. I'm sure he didn't mean it. I'm sure he didn't realize. Like, I could see Brooke rationalizing the behavior.
But remember, Brooke was like, "But I came to you right away." She's like, as soon as I found out, they wouldn't have known anything if Brooke hadn't come to him. So her thoughts probably thinking too. I came to help. Like she's saying, and she said later subsequently, but from that point first, she's like, I think it's wrong also, but I'm coming to you to let you know what I heard because I love you. And she's been invested in the business as long as they have. So she's trying to tell them, but then they're like, but then it was like, and you say this about my daughter, you're blaming everything on her.
And finally, she voiced maybe there's a reason
Yes, there you go.
that Carter and Hope feel this way, and then went into that hole. Like maybe there's a
No.
reason.
I just want to read this. George said, if I was Brooke, there is no going back for a man calling his
There
stepdaughter that.
isn't.
I would be over, and for her to follow him out of the office, come on. My jaw dropped when Rich called Hope those names. Oh my God, Rich called Hope the S and B word. My head was blown. Yes,
But when he called her a nasty bitch, and then he says, "I'm done," and he looked at Brooke and said, "Let's go home," as if nothing happened.
I know.
As if nothing happened.
And she stood. They showed her, and she's like, "Excuse me." I'm like, "Excuse me."
And then Steffi said the same thing to Hope like a couple of weeks ago. You're just a nasty bitch. I think verbatim. Like, this verbiage that they're using
Yes. So,
is,
so Joey JC says, I think talking about his manhood or lack thereof could be part of like almost not close to bitch, but like attack him for that, maybe.
well,
Let's say
isn't
this.
it interesting that it's difficult for us to find the
I know,
vocabulary
isn't that funny? No, I know. No, I know.
to
I agree.
slay a man? It's so easy to come up with vocabulary to just slay a woman.
I know. And here's what's funny. But let's go back for a second. I was almost, I mean, Carter was sitting there listening to them. I know he was just kind of like, let them do this. But I wanted Carter to say, excuse me, I'm a grown ass man.
Yeah,
I made a decision myself.
yeah,
You guys all tell me that I'm this and I'm that and I'm this. Who are you? Who do you think you guys are? Tell me
yeah.
I'm that. And I was waiting for him to finally, but that Friday when he said, "Do you understand?" He got behind us like, "Do you understand?" I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "Okay," but I was just like, "You're telling him you're this and you're that." And it's like, wait a minute. And this revisionist history of first was Liam, then it was Tom. No, Thomas was after Hope.
They
Where did that
making
come
up.
from?
What are they making up? They're making up these stories. What about Hope and Liam? Tom, like, none of this is true.
Right. And well, and let's go into the where he went as we led to the other word he called her. They're back at the house, hashing it out, and she finally. Somebody said in the chat, she finally stood up for herself. She did. She
Yeah.
finally was like, "Wait a minute, wait a minute." She's like, "You like your mother." That's the phrase she said about Red. You like your mother. Somebody called her the other word, called her the other word. But the thing was, she was like, "Wait a minute." She took care of your grandson
Yeah.
because Thomas was unstable.
Yeah.
I'm glad she said that. I'm glad she said that. It was like, hello, which you and Liam back and forth. There was Leah, and Steffi, and her, and so it's like, wait a minute, what's going? Wait a minute.
And Riz just said,
She
that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter because what she did now is worse than anything that, Thomas did, or the, I don't, I'm hoping Bold and Beautiful writers, team, you have been spotlighting and enabling a narcissistic character. Like, I don't know what happened to Ridge. I don't think he was ever like this to the degree he's at now. And the same with Steffi. Like, they have flipped these characters into these narcissistic, disgusting characters.
right,
These, like, beyond entitled. It's
right.
just every everything that's happened to them, honestly, they deserve. And I love Brooke. I love the conversations between Brooke and Hope at the cottage. And Brooke saying there's other ways. I agree with you.
Hmm?
How you were treated and what's been happening is, I agree with you. It's not good. But there's different ways of handling the
Yeah,
situation other than trying to take over the company.
yeah, I get it.
And I'm thinking, with people like that,
Yeah,
you got to hit them where it counts.
it did. Oh yeah, I felt
And when
bad
you take
for
away
Eric.
the power,
I felt bad for Eric. He has nothing to do with all this stuff.
I felt that way too.
Uh
Uh,
oh, uh oh, oh, you don't
but,
anymore. Uh oh.
I thought, maybe Carter should have gone to Eric and had a discussion about this. before doing anything. Not tell him, about the
Yeah, yeah,
signing thing,
yeah.
but just say the company's in trouble. And Ridge and Steffi, I don't know what's going on with them, but the
Should.
company's going in a bad direction. He never had that conversation with Eric just to kind of give him a heads up.
Yeah.
Um, but they're so Forrester.
They
It's in
are.
their
They are.
DNA. It's in their DNA. I don't
Yeah.
think it would have made a difference.
David says Rich and Steffi are awful.
Yes, David, that's
Steffi
so
made Steffi Lauren
polite.
Reese, Steffi made it Logan versus Forrester a while back. That is true. And that's why you hear Brooke when he start when she when so okay, let's get to the point. Let's get to that part. When Ridge are going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and she wants to kick Hope out the house, the back house or the cabin house. And it's like, wait a minute, you want to kick out her and Beth out there? Blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to do it. And since she's nothing but, oh, I guess she's just, it was Liam, he's just a slut. I want to tell you, when he said that, my heart dropped. And then when Kathy Lane did this, she took a beat. And you could tell, again, Tammy's right. In her eyes, she was like, I can't believe you just said that. And she literally said, I can't believe, she said, I can't believe, but like her eyes said it first. Kathy Kelly Lang she needs her Emmys. Like, God bless America. Like,
It's her just she needs her own individual annual Emmy
yes, anybody's like,
just every year. Just every
and
year.
I'm telling you, I mean, and we know her personally. She's one of the nicest people. She's very welcoming, but and they throw these storylines at her all the time, and she's a pro. And I'm telling you, when I remember I was watching the other day when Susan Flannery won her first Emmy
Mm.
as Stephanie Forrester. She said I wouldn't be here. It wasn't for my partner, Catherine Kelly Lang, who brought it every time. And she's like, next year it's your turn. That's a big from Susan Flannery. That's a huge compliment. They throw some of this actress. I said to her, they throw shit you spit into gold. I told her that one time. She laughed. They do, and I'm telling you, to have him call her daughter a slut, like I said, knowing her whole slut from the valley thing, I'm so glad the writer said, let's bring that up. Let's bring that up. And she, oh my gosh, she's, how much, because the way she said, how much that word hurts me.
Yes.
You can feel her, right, Ted? You can feel it. You can feel it.
Yes. There's so much. I mean, just saying that flippantly is
Right.
bad enough, but the amount of history
I know.
between her and the family with that word is there's nothing. Calling Hope a nasty biatch was
Yeah.
bad.
Okay. Yeah.
But going there with Brooke, and again, writers, if you're gonna go there like you did this week, please show the character of Brooke some respect
Yes.
and have her finally draw the line. Like there's no forgiving this. Because his behavior, and I'm yelling at Ernie as we're watching this, he does this all the time to Brooke. He never
Yep.
stands up for her. He never defends her. And when he doesn't get his ego stroked, he's going to leave the house. And guess where he's going to go?
And they showed it.
And guess where he's going to go? And you've got little Steffi wanting her mommy and daddy back together again, showing the character of Taylor with no self-respect. You left Brooke? Like, it makes me nauseous.
Oh, exactly, Tammy. No, he did. He ran straight. And Steffi, we love you. We're together. We'll take you in.
So nauseating. Honestly, I get a physical reaction because it's so demeaning to women. It's so demeaning to these characters.
I know.
Steffi has just turned into this disgusting, babbling, like, what is this? And it makes Finn look really gross. Like, if he's okay with all of this,
And
like,
they're all
anyway,
Tammy. They're all on your side. No, I agree. I agree with Tammy too. Actually, I agree. I just thought So good for her for standing up. And when she was like, "Who are you?" Then there's that beat, and when he says back to you, "Who are you?" Her face was like, "How dare you?"
Yeah, because she's always been herself.
Yes, always. Whether you
Even
like Brooke or not,
Steffi.
no matter. Yeah, no matter
He
how
and
you like her or
Steffi.
not like her, Brooke has always been Brooke. And so when he said, "Well, who are you?"
Yeah.
It was like, "Wait, I'm
I
gonna leave. I love you too much. I'm gonna leave."
which was such be and that's the thing with Ridge is he always dangles just a little
Yep.
something to make Brooke believe that he still loves her.
Yes.
I love you too much to argue like this. You lying son of a bitch.
Yes. Yes.
You're not looking for someone to love you.
You know. And here's the thing, kids. Just him just ignoring Brooke, saying, "Don't talk to my daughter that way," just ignoring that. Yet you wanted her to do the same thing when she was going off about Thomas. And Thomas actually was dangerous. And did you guys see in the scenes before that when they were packing up Hope for the Future, the Hope mannequin was still there. And the box said Hope mannequin, Hope Logan mannequin. I'm like, the mannequin is still there. Oh my God.
I did love that scene with Zende.
Oh, and then we got
'Cause
Zendaya.
I really didn't know how he was going to react,
Same here.
right?
And he doesn't either. He doesn't really know how to react either. He's kind of like, this is
You
my
stole
chance.
my family's company.
Right. Yet you want to give me finally lead this. Like, I'm glad they had that scene. We need to see. It's like he's gonna have to figure it out. He's gonna have to figure it out because it's a great opportunity for him, but it's also his family.
I know, but he is case in point what's wrong with the company. They have time and time again just put him to the side.
No, I know, I agree.
And
I agree.
so now they're giving him the opportunity. Lead designer?
I know.
Come on.
I know.
That would never have happened under Ridge and Steffi.
Ken Clark. Same with Frank Moran. He's missing soap slaps. So Frank was like, "All we need is some soap slaps. Nobody slapped anybody." And because Ken goes, "I'll live for Brooke to slap after Rid said about Hope." I know there was no soaps. In the old days, we would have slapped the shit out of each other.
I
There was
wanted Hope to slap Steffi.
one, me too. That was oh yes. Remember the Believe storyline? Well, that's the thing. Brooke brought that up. She's like, Hope has done so much for the company and for the family, which she has. And he goes, and me and the Belief family, the Logans have always done. But when Carter said, she don't even have an office, I'm like, that's true. Why doesn't Brooke have an office? It was kind of weird. I was like, that's kind of weird. Like, I know Brooke, I guess, went along with it, but it's kind of like, yeah, Brooke's gonna have an office. Yeah, Katie's there. She's PR, but that's not anything that bad. So I'm like, yeah, something's kind of,
And here's another moment that really, oh my gosh. It's Brooke and Ridge. And she's saying, you never supported the Logans and our contributions. And Ridge says, what do you mean? You just, Brooke's bedroom just got an entire European promotional tour. What do you mean we don't support you?
yes,
And then Brooke says to him, well, it's not that I'm not grateful. And it's like, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? It's he's just so manipulative and so he knows how to just make her feel like she doesn't deserve any of this.
right.
She doesn't deserve an office. She
And
doesn't
one of the,
deserve
yeah,
a
and
voice in the room. Yeah.
one thing she said that I loved was that when he goes, first was Liam, and this goes because she falls in love. Like I love when Brooke said that. Hope is falling in love, and she fell in love with so and so and fell in love. Like that's what you do. You fall in love. Brooke's falling in love. That's what you do. Ridge, you fall in love. So it's kind of like the way she said it was like, okay, she fell in love. So if her and Carter really are in love, okay, they're in love. Okay, got it. So I'm like, it's like, but that's not. I mean, but Carter made the decision. Whether it was because of Hope or not. I mean, the motivations were there, obviously, but she didn't make him do anything. He's a grown man. I'm tired of this whole narrative that the she devils are doing. No, he's a
She got
grown.
into your head, Carter. She's lying to you. She's using you. And it's just none of it's true.
Nope, it's not.
None of it's
No,
true,
no.
which makes Steffi and Ridge just look like y'all are crazy.
Well, hi Marvin. Yes, well, of course they're trying to make Hope is a bad guy. Of course, that's what it is. But yeah, no, but no, it's just really interesting. I love that. I love that they actually have addressed a lot of those. I'm glad they're bringing it up. They're bringing that up, bringing this up. I'm glad they're bringing it up because like you can't have riches going off on people. Yes, they're hurt. They had a coup happen. Oh no, they're totally like Brooke said. You should be hurt. You're in shock. We totally, like I said, I felt bad for Eric and everything. But like Eric said, I've known Brooke a long time. I have my own relationship with her. You don't tell me like. So I feel like they they should be upset. This was done out of spite, and the fact that but that's the problem. Oprah Winfrey, was it Oprah Winfrey who says now she signs all the checks? That's the thing. She looks at everything. You have to look at everything. That is your fault. You didn't read what's going on, and you're just signing shit. You just trust people. You should always glance at what you're signing. Always. That's like
Always.
business 101. So I kind of love that this happened because yeah, he kind of tricked you, but you didn't pay attention. Like just as like when you signed it, you consented, signed it. Like this, it's been filed. It's like, but you saw, like, you can say I didn't read it correctly. That in court of law, that's not going to hold up.
Yeah.
You're supposed to read it, right? Now we don't always read the fine print on stuff. Hardly ever, right? We don't. But the point is, you signed it. You did not read it. That's your fault.
So do
That's
you think that they did, do you think that Carter and Hope did this out of spite? I don't think
and
so.
something I'm saying. Well, part of it is out of spite because part of it is kind of like he wants to see in a different direction, but it is motivated by Hope's being her treatment. So I think there's a part of that in there, but I think Carter really does believe this will be better for the company,
Yeah.
and it's better. But I think there's some spite in there a little bit. I mean, everything's done, but there's a little not shadiness. What's the word? Oh my God, it's a word. I can't think of the word right now. There's a little something in there, I think.
Because, obviously Steffi firing Hope was out of spite.
Yes, yes. Oh, that was completely out of spite. Oh, completely,
Yeah.
completely.
Um,
I think there's some motivation in there to stick it to him a little bit. And why not? I mean, that's a good motivation. Like, why not? But I do think Carter thinks he wants an even playing field. But he should, but they all right should know the force is not going to stand for this. This is like, do you think they just go back and go, oh, this worked for you? I mean, he should know better than that. I'm like, come on, folks, because I think he is kind of blinded to the fact of I want Hope to get reinstated, just as to get her line reinstated. I don't even think he doesn't even want Hope to be CEO or anything. He's like, that was never even an intention. It's like he just wants to get her reinstated, line going again. I think that's it. Vindictive. Thank you, AE. That's a word. It's a little vindictiveness in there. I think that's a great motivation to say, screw you. And I think it's so contrived. I know, but I'm just saying, you did not read what you should have read.
absolutely. Which just reaffirms how they treat Carter.
Yep.
Whatever he does, they don't really pay much mind to it.
Yes.
Here's some papers to sign. Okay, fine. Thank you.
Right.
That's how they treat him.
Mm-hmm.
They're very dismissive. Like, oh, okay, you have some ideas. Great. Thank you. Okay, next. There were times where Ridge was just flat out rude and disrespectful to him.
But then wait a minute. Before you get to that, you're gonna bring shit up. Eric was like, and I should have fired you after Quinn. I went, oh my God, I almost forgot about all that.
Yeah.
I totally did. But I was like, but wait a minute though. Then you hired him to sleep with Quinn.
Yeah, Eric. So,
So shut up.
yeah.
Like, just please shut up there. But he did bring it up though. I'm not glad they brought it up because some level I was like, there was a whole thing. We forgave you after that. But I said, but you gave him a lot of shit first before you forgave him. And then you hired him. And Ridge, you weren't happy either. Remember, Ridge, for a minute there, you were like a Quinn too. Let's get that twisted.
Yeah.
There's
And
little,
we treated you like family, and Carter just shut that down. He says, but I'm not.
okay.
at the end of the day, I'm not. And when it comes to this company, that's all that matters. Swinging back really quick to when Ridge called her a nasty bitch.
Yes.
That moment when Carter stepped in front of Ridge,
Oh, he did. Woo!
I physically felt, because Lawrence is
A big boy.
he's a big boy.
He
He's
is.
what's the word? He
Hot.
can be a little intimidating.
Oh, yeah, that too. Yeah, that too. Yeah.
He could be physically
And
intimidating
hot.
when he wants to go there. And when he very purposely, I mean, it was step, step, boom. It was like, oh boy. I thought he was going to hit Ridge. I thought if Ridge
I
said
know.
one more
I
thing,
know. But
he
Riz
was
didn't.
going to deck him, but then that wouldn't have been good.
Yeah, but Riz didn't say anything. He
I
got
wanted
confident.
him to, though.
Lawrence is a stallion. I know he's a on that, George.
He
Lawrence is
looks
on
good behind that desk.
He does. Anyway, yes, he does. James J. Will 324. Do you think Carter's knight in shining armor Hope has been waiting for? See, I don't know if Hope was waiting for a shining armor, but I just think that it's because her relationship with Carter seems to be different than her one with Thomas and her one with Liam. They are very
Sure.
different, all of them. I think Liam was like a love of his life, domesticated stuff. Thomas was a fantasy because we always knew that Thomas was into her more than she was into him.
And Liam's dynamic was always, I'm never good enough. I'll never be good
Right,
enough. Steffi's always in the peripheral. I'll never be good enough.
right,
Thomas, like you said, fantasy. And Carter's the guy is like, you deserve everything.
right. He's her
I will
cheerleader.
defend you.
Right.
Maybe Brooke will begin to understand that that's what a man who says he loves you does.
There you go.
Stands up for you. He defends you. Even if he doesn't agree with you, at the end of the day, he's on your side. And that's what Brooke has been to Ridge. And he doesn't do that to her either at all.
I know. I know. It was good. We'll see what Douglas thinks. I know. Funny. Yes, I would say being hot right away. He's hot. Hot.
Speaking of hot, they've been showing these promos with the QR code.
Yes. Oh,
Or
yes.
if you like the clothing, the wardrobe on the Bold and Beautiful, scan this
And
code
why not you? Why not you? They did why not you?
to shop, right? And so, Ernie asked me, like, what is that? And I told him, it's a new thing that they're promoting, which I think is great.
Yeah.
And so he goes, well, does that include men? Men's clothing? Yeah, men's clothing on the show.
Yes, girl,
I said, I
men's
would
clothing.
hope so. I would hope so because like Carter's suits and
Yeah.
Ernie said, I love that black suit that Carter has. And then Ernie says, but my question is, if I get that black suit that Carter is wearing, does it come with the vortex?
Okay. Some of the folks say something earlier today. No, I get why. Okay, folks, I get why she with Carter. I totally get it. But back to your thing. Yes. Yeah, I saw the QR code. So I saw both for Y and R and both. I thought that's kind of cool. They're doing that. They're trying to do that now. They little cross promotion. Tammy was always the style person, so it's funny you saw that. I was like, yeah, I thought of that. So I guess. Okay, folks, we're gonna switch. This is what we do. We're gonna switch.
All right.
We're gonna go now. We're gonna go to Sharon and Phyllis on Y and R, and I gotta tell you, folks, Sharon Case has been killing it so hard.
No pun intended.
Oh, yeah, all puns intended. All puns intended. I'm just like, she has been killing it. And the fact that we have the surprise, you guys.
Right?
We got Ray Wise back as Ian. It's been 10 years working with Pauline Zink's Jordan. And they're hilarious. Oh my God, they're in that hotel room are hilarious.
They need to take their act on the road because they're
Oh my
hysterical.
God. I agree. I just dropped my pen. What do you think when that reveal was happening? That looks like Ian's behind. Remember, we kept saying she blacked out at Heather's death. She blacked out. We said that she blacked out.
She didn't kill Heather. That was my gut from she blacked out for a reason. Matt Atkins said everything happens for a reason.
For a reason. He always said Matt Atkins always said that.
So she blacked out for a reason, and that's like she didn't kill Heather.
She didn't kill Heather, folks.
Somebody else did. And if that's the case, who and why?
Well, as we know, so folks as didn't watch before, Sharon, that's how she got Mariah. Mariah was sold off by Ian to the parents. It's a whole thing. So, and Mariah, apparently is going to have a whole run in with them. It's going to be really interesting.
Wow.
But I still want to know, I mean, having them together, oh my God, it's just, I mean, having Jordan and him, it is hilarious. Oh my God.
Tell me the story between Ian and Sharon.
So, okay, there's a huge story that goes with even Nikki and Paul and Dylan, and it's a whole. He was part of he had a cult or everything, and so he separated the twins of Cassie and Mariah. And it all came out later, and
but I thought Nikki was part of the cult, right?
Yeah, they're all part of her and Paul. They're all part of this whole cult thing a long time ago. It's a long. There's Amanda Russ. We just finished. We just finished an hour of Bold talking about the one storyline, and now we're on YNR.
You told me 12.
I didn't. I thought you were Central Time still. So I said 12. Wait, I put it on the thing. I thought it was 10 o'clock. It said 10 o'clock PST. I thought you were Central Time.
No, I'm Mountain now. I'm in El Paso. So I'm just I thought you said 11 your time, so it'll be 12 my time.
I said 10.
My bad, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, there's a miscommunication. The last show of the year, miscommunication. Everybody say hi to Amanda Russ. Everybody saying hi to you. Sorry, we had a miscommunication. So then before we go on to Sharon and everything, okay. I'm gonna ask Amanda real quick. They thought Sheila had you. That's funny. Sheila had Amanda, so you had her. But this one, I will ask you just your overall thoughts when Ridge called her a nasty bitch and a slut. And Brooke was right there. What were your thoughts, Amanda?
All right. You guys win. Y'all broke me. I'm broken. I'm done. I do not want Brooke with Ridge at all ever again. I don't want her even in his presence. I don't want them together. And he has nerve. He has nerve. Call my daughter that and watch what happens.
Okay.
If I had one. Like, what is he doing? That's it. Now I think she should go to Bill. Y'all done broke me. I don't even like her with Bill, but I'd rather her with Bill than Ridge.
We didn't talk about that storyline either.
Yeah, no. We had Bill and Luna. We got there yet. But I'm switching over to YNR now. I was switching over to YNR. But yes.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we're switching over to YNR. But that's crazy. Said, yeah, Brooke trying to talk to Ridge again. But yeah, but you see Ridge leaning in for a kiss with Taylor. So that's
I'm done. I'm done. You don't talk about my daughter and then run off to Taylor. You know what? I'll just tell y'all now. When she was in his lap with her arms, her legs around his lap, Taylor, I'm done. If I ever walked in and my significant other was in that position, we are done. There is no explanation. Done.
Agreed.
Juwan's all like, man, did Luna let you out of that cage? Oh, they're like, oh my God, all these jokes for you.
Guys, I'm sorry. I thought it was 12.
And then they're all the Luna have you. Oh my God. Luna's in jail. She can't have Amanda. She's in jail. They love your hair, Amanda.
Yeah.
Thanks.
They're preaching for you. They're preaching.
I put some red.
That's good. So they agree with you. Everybody's agreeing with you. I mean, we're all the same, but I think all three of us have won a few times. We all agree. He went too far. He went way too far.
That's way too far, yeah.
Because they let him go that far.
Before we move on, since I missed it, what did you guys think about the takeover? Are you mad at Carter? Or you're good with it?
It's bad. I mean, you should have did it, but they're dumb because they didn't read what they were signing. They didn't read what they were signing. They always say you should read everything you're signing, right? You should read it, and they didn't read it. So who? Hello, that's your fault. Okay, you didn't read it because you just took it for granted. You didn't read it, so then that's what you get. It's wrong, but he did obviously on some level. But it's just like, well, there you go.
But we got to see Justin, so that's good.
And he's that whole thing. He's that whole thing, and he's just like, I can't help you. He's like, what am I gonna do for you? It's all.
He was like, he looked like he was saying, "Why on earth would you sign that? Y'all are dumb."
Right. So he was standing with eyes of judgment, like you guys are all idiots. That's what,
Yeah, like really?
I was mad about Eric, right? Like, if Eric wasn't involved, it would be great. I would be like, yes, take it over. But then
wait a minute.
Eric was
Wait a minute. Amanda, it's your birthday?
No,
Kid, it's not Amanda's birthday.
it was September.
It was Ernie's birthday. It's not Amanda, right? Is it Ernie's birthday? Tami?
Well, on the 6th, yeah.
Yeah, so it was Ernie's, but not Amanda. Amanda's
Okay.
Amanda's birthday.
Don't quit making me old.
I know they're like, hey, birthday, man. Like, Amanda. I think, do we not know that? Like, no, it's not our birthday. Like, yeah. But yeah, no, the takeover is bad altogether, but it makes a great drama. So be goodness. I love it. Carter makes history as the first Black CEO of Forrester Creations.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Juwan thinks that Ridge is standing up for his and Brooke's standing up for hers. That's what it is. I mean, it's
yeah, but Brooke didn't call Steffi a hoe or a bitch or a slut or
that's what Tami said. She's never done that. She's never done that. Never.
She'd never disrespect Ridge that way.
Nope.
By disrespecting his kids.
She said
Ridge.
She's like Thomas always. She always said Thomas needed help, which he did. Clearly.
I don't like that he keeps blaming Hope. You know how infuriating this show is. They keep blaming Hope like Carter has no mind of his own.
That's what I said. That's what exactly
beautiful, grown-ass man who knows his own mind.
That's exactly what I said. I said that, Amanda. I said, hello. I was waiting for Carter to go, like, excuse me. I'm a grown man. I made this decision because I felt like I wanted to do it for whatever reason. I made the decision.
Yeah.
Magical.
Yeah, they keep saying like Hope convinced him because he's so weak-minded. What?
Yeah.
That's nuts to me.
Hope is a scapegoat, yes.
So do you think it's possible because someone, was it Duan? No. Someone in the chat said, eventually they're going to get the company back.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's Hope the Logans, they're not going to be able to be a part of that.
Yes.
Right.
So do you think they'll spin off a company of their own?
No, unless I know, but see, anything can happen between now and then. Something could happen where Hope in the future is hugely successful, or something happens where they have to work together somehow.
What? But this is going to be a writer's challenge.
As I said, if you're a good writer, you can make it happen.
Yeah.
That's what I say about anything. There's a way to do it.
I already know. Y'all want me to tell you? They should just hire me. Why won't they hire me? Okay. Here's what they should do. They should break off. If you're not a Forrester, they should break off. They should go to Bill because he has the money, and then they should open their own company.
Logan's Creations.
Yep.
There used to be Spectra, the House of Spectra. There used to be rival companies. They could do that. Yeah, that's something they could do also.
I was surprised that Brooke betrayed Hope by going to Ridge first. I was surprised by that. I thought she was going to talk to her first, but she went straight to Ridge and said,
well, because Brooke does believe it's wrong. She maintains, that's not how you do it. So she loves Ridge. So she was like trying to warn. She went from that place. And then it got turned on her. We got turned on her. So she thought she was doing something like she was supposed to do. Because the thing about Brooke is, Brooke's not really a liar. Brooke always, whether you like her or not, she always comes from a place of truth. Her truth, whatever that is. And so whether you like her or not doesn't matter. She'll say things like, God, Brooke is right about that. I mean, as she's talking to her daughter, she's like, girl, learn from my mistake. Don't do that. Like she's always good about that, and then she's always good about that. And so I think so. Her thing was like, no, it's wrong. And she kept telling him, you don't do it this. Like Tammy said, there's other ways to do this. And so she was coming from that place. She was coming from that place.
Someone, Leb, in the chat room is bringing up Deacon. I can't wait for Deacon to find out about this.
Woo!
The way they've been treating Hope. I want a confrontation.
Dewan, Hope's not a thief. Carter's the thief. If you want to go by actual, like, legal standpoint, Carter's the thief. See, already doing it in chat.
Steal anything.
It's like, yeah, no, really. But I'm saying, if you want to go by from, in a friendship, emotional relationship, yes, but it's Carter. It's not Hope didn't steal it. Her name's not on this stuff. It's Carter's name is on it. He's the manager of the LLC. It's not Hope's name is not on it.
No. And they keep saying Hope's like a witch, James.
Like a witch.
Talk him into it.
I was like,
they have little dolls, voodoo dolls that
exactly.
They don't know what they're doing, and
thinking of doing karate kicks on Ridge.
Right? Oh my God, I would love that. He deserves a karate kick to the throat, right, Amanda?
Exactly, Leb. Hope did not draw up that kind of. So she encouraged it. She didn't, but she did not do anything. She did not go. That stuff will not hold in a court of law or anything. She's not. You could blame her personally and think she's all this stuff. It doesn't matter. Carter drew it up, told her about it. It was like we talked
about it.
It was his idea.
At length.
It was his idea. She's like, will it really work? Can it happen? It was his idea. He's the lawyer. He knows all the ins and outs. So if you want to blame anybody, it is Carter. Carter did it. Doesn't matter what his motivation was. He went through with it. He filed it. She didn't file it. He filed it. So it's like I know there's folks who don't like Hope, and that's fine. We don't blame her, but it's like you can't blame her. It's like you can say, well, I think she did this and that, but literally it was they didn't watch what they signed, and he filed it and got away with it.
But let's back up. Ridge caught it. He asked Carter, why is your signature on this? Remember? I
think this sounds familiar. Okay, this sounds
caught it.
Yes.
And Carter said, well, as blah, 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 I'm representative. And Carter said, do you want me to take my signature off? And Rich said, no. Because he didn't really read. He didn't really understand what it meant. It's not Rich's fault.
Right. Well, Dewan and Jess give me whiplash. Now he's like, well, you can say Carter didn't steal it. And first now you're saying the Forcers gave it away. Yes, you could say that also.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm saying they didn't watch what they signed. I'm like,
it's both, right?
You're getting whiplash, Dewan. You're getting whiplash back and forth. All I know is that the point is they did not pay attention closely enough. They signed the shit away, let it happen.
Because they're
he filed it and did it. That's the bottom line.
That's what happens when you're an egomaniac. You don't look at the details anymore because nothing can happen to you.
Nope.
Right.
Nothing can happen. It's all, nothing can touch us.
No one would dare betray me.
No.
Right.
Doesn't matter how we treat you.
Right. So
what about Luna? Did y'all talk about Luna?
No, we got to switch. This is the Bold and Beautiful Wine Harmony Spotlight crossover. So fuck that. We're going to move.
I just don't want Bill to get sucked into Luna. I just don't want that to happen. That makes me.
Please don't let it happen.
We're going to see Sharon and Phyllis. As we said, it came on.
That's how I feel, Tammy.
as Amanda came on, we said Sharon's been killing it. Obviously, as Sharon, she's been killing it. Of course, the whole thing. And poor Phyllis, because Phyllis is so Phyllis.
Yes.
She's so Phyllis, but she has not been Sharon tried to blame her son for this murder, and then she got ran off the road. So she's getting texts from Sharon. We now know it's not from Sharon, obviously. It's from the dynamic duo of Jordan and Ian. But that was kind of, it's like, so she's going on attack mode, to me makes sense. because and then Lucy goes off. I loved it. I thought it was, I like, to me, that's, because again, Heather's dead. That doesn't matter what's going on. They lost their mother, love of his life, part of her family, and Sharon went after her and said, Daniel did it. So that's what's so I feel like, yes, Sharon's over the top or whatever, but I'll tell you, Rochelle Starr's been killing it also. And some of them scenes, she really feels bad. She really wants Sharon to pay, obviously, what they did. And I totally believe, I'm with her on some level.
I would too. You were drugged. What are you talking about?
Right.
Like, this is ridiculous. You're using that as an excuse for what you did. I totally get it.
Yeah.
They have no idea about Ian and Jordan.
Nope.
Nobody has that. Nobody knows what's going on. When that comes out,
yes,
then Phyllis is going to need to take a step back, but it's going to be hard to do that.
Right. And I see why she's blinded a little bit, because now she is actually getting these flashbacks of a truck.
Yeah.
And so she's not sure what she's seeing, what's going on. And it's like, but the fact is, Sharon still was hunched over on a car on the same road. She's thinking the text, like, I'm going from Phyllis' side of things. Yeah, you can say what you want about her, but it's like, when she's going by the fact that she thinks that Phyllis tried to ruin her family. And she tried to blame her son.
I love that conversation between Phyllis and Michael and Lauren.
Woo!
Where, Phyllis just loses it. First, she's talking to Lauren and completely ignoring Michael, and he's all, I'm right here.
I know.
Oh, I don't blame her.
I don't either.
I do not blame her. Are you serious? I am so tired of this, guys. What are you talking about? Okay, fine. She wasn't in her right mind. Guess what? She was when she went over there and framed him.
Yes.
She went over there
yes.
and framed him.
Yes.
You go to jail for that anyway. Because she did that.
Yep.
I don't care what kind of drugs she was on. She packed the stuff in a bag and took it over there.
Exactly.
She wasn't nuts.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Like, everyone keeps giving her a pass.
I know.
I don't blame her daughter. What is the daughter's name?
Lucy.
Lucy. I don't blame her.
Either.
I would be like, don't sit here and justify your mom killing my mom.
Thank you.
If you're gonna do that, then walk off.
Yes.
Because your mom killed my mom.
Right.
I'm not gonna feel sorry for her.
No.
Right? So like I felt so bad for her.
But I had to laugh. The one thing I did laugh, everybody in chat, you probably agree with me, I did have to laugh. I'm all Phyllis, stop going to Crimson Lights if you don't want to see Sharon. That Sharon does own Crimson Lights.
It's my coffee shop.
Right.
You don't want to run into me, then go to another coffee shop.
Right. I started laughing. I go, that is kind of true. It's like,
I was waiting for her to say, why are you here? Can't you get coffee somewhere else?
Somewhere else? Exactly. I was like, that part I have to go Phyllis. I'm on her side on that one. That was kind of crazy. But yes, the medication was dosed for the streets. We all get that. But Phyllis don't. Why would she believe that?
Right.
Why would she automatic? And you guys have to remember, Phyllis should have a long history, complicated history, long history already. That probably, I mean, it's. I wouldn't even say they're friends. They're just part of the same kind of big grouping.
I agree with Tami though. One of my favorite parts is when she told Phyllis, I believe it was Michael and
Lauren.
Sharon.
Oh, Sharon.
She said, the fact, I don't get why you think you would go to all this length, right? You do all this for your child, and you really think I wouldn't do even more for mine. She was like, you are gonna pay for what you did to my son. And I was like,
yeah. No, I don't. I mean, this is Phyllis. Come on, folks. This is Phyllis. Exactly. Yeah, when you go to coffee, I did laugh about that part. I was like, yeah, that's true. They do have a long history. It seems like Phyllis skates for her crimes. But again, this is what I always say. That has nothing to do with what happened now.
No.
You can't bring up past stuff when someone does something to you, or you think they did this to you, that's the past. That doesn't mean that. Don't mean Michael shouldn't be practicing law if you would go by that.
Yeah.
Michael dug through a wall to get to Christine's apartment. Hello, that's how crazy that was. They shouldn't be doing nothing. But I'm on Phyllis's side where she was like, "You can ambulance chase anybody else. Why you got to help Sharon?" I'm with her on that. I'm like, "You're my best friend, and you're defending the person who hurt my family. Why is Phyllis getting vilified for that?" I totally understand.
I don't get it either.
Today she's innocent.
No matter. That's my best friend.
That's what Michael said. He's like, but I'm just doing my job. And my job is to make sure justice is served. And someone's being wrongly accused because this just doesn't make any sense.
Okay, it doesn't matter that all the evidence says she did it.
Right.
And that she framed someone. That's cool though, because it's Sharon.
But they know now that she's been drugged this entire time. She didn't frame anybody without being drugged and not being in her right mind.
I'm sorry. I didn't see her blacking out when she was taking the stuff to frame him.
But that's the whole blackout. That whole blackout scene. That's what doesn't make any sense. She didn't kill anybody.
Well, so in the end, she probably didn't kill anybody, right?
She didn't kill anybody. It's going to come out that Ian probably crept through the door, or Jordan probably crept inside and killed Heather.
Right.
And that's what Michael is like. Something's not right.
Well, Ian wants to hurt Sharon. That's the whole thing. Jordan's just doing it because she wants to get back at the Newmans, but she's helping him out, and there's supposed to be quid pro quo, but they help each other out. But
so why is Ian doing this? Tell what's the
he hates Sharon. Their whole history. He hates Sharon. So to get to her, frame her. And it just happens, use her hatred for Daniel, so to speak, against her.
Do people believe he's dead, or he just left town?
I forgot what the ending was. Folks in chat, can you tell us? Ian, it's been 10 years. I don't remember. Well, did Ian go to jail, die? What did he do? I can't remember. But Jordan, how'd she get out? How'd she get up with him? That's what I'm saying. How did she get hooked up with him?
Oh, they probably go way back.
Yeah.
Circle's small and tight, you know?
They haven't explained. Michael helped Phyllis when she was wrong hypocritically. Michael's her best friend, Tony. I don't give a fuck. If I'm wrong and I'm crazy, it don't matter. You're my best friend. You best stand by me.
Yeah.
I don't care if I'm wrong later and all this stuff. Best stand by me. You're my best. Now I'm talking friends. They're best friends. We know that Michael and Phyllis have been friends for decades. They're close. So I'm sorry. I'm on the side of Phyllis. No.
Yeah.
Why else you do that?
Me too. You know what? She's rich. She owns a coffee house. Okay. And a company. She can get her own lawyer.
So it's prison.
If you were my best friend and you did that, you wouldn't be my best friend anymore.
Right. He was in prison. That's what I thought. He was in prison. He went to jail.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Went to jail. Exactly. Brought that up a second ago. We were laughing.
Ian got Jordan out.
The other lawyers, other than Michael and Christine. I agree.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying this. It's just like at least on General Hospital, they have a bunch of lawyers on there, so they rotate them, right?
Thankfully.
So I'm just like, they met in the prison yard. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. I'm just like, if you're my best friend, it don't matter what I do. You're supposed to be on my side. That's
well, you certainly don't help my enemy.
You don't help my enemy. Right now, Sharon's the enemy. You don't work on my. I don't care if it's your job or whatever. It don't matter. You need to get another job. That just doesn't work. Victor helped put Ian in prison. I think Adam had a part of that. Yeah, there's a whole thing there. The guy because Nicky was part. There's a whole thing there. So yeah, so I have to revisit that story. It's been a long time. What is that story?
And somebody said Ian thinks Sharon took Mariah from him.
But that's the point because remember that was the whole thing about that, and Mariah was sold off to somebody else, and that's why she knows she had twins. That's why she thought she just had Cassie. It all came out later. That's the whole thing. And Ian's probably so they said Ian and Mariah are gonna have some scenes together. I heard that.
They said to Sharon, well, she was saying to herself, who hates me so much that they would do this to me. It's interesting that she didn't think of Ian.
I know, because I don't know, because Cameron's dead now, so they're about him.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know why she's that either. Sharon and Michael are friends too. They're not best friends, Samantha. That is a different story. Like I just said, anybody you can be friends. They're all, a lot of them are friends. That's different. But I'm like, best friends.
I don't care. I'm with James. I don't
True
care.
story.
I do not care. I would be so mad.
Yes.
Michael said to Phyllis that he was doing this for her. It's almost like on GH.
I was gonna say,
Rick
yes.
Did what he did for Molly.
But it seemed to work for Molly, though. I get points. It did seem to work.
Phyllis is attacking the wrong person.
And we're like,
She doesn't know that.
I know.
She doesn't know.
But she's starting to think, okay, this is the memory.
Yeah. Doesn't know that. Any woman is Phyllis's enemy. That's so funny.
It's true.
Didn't Victor threaten Michael and Cole because they wanted Jordan to go to jail, but not keep it? He kept. Yeah, he did. So that's why Victor. That's why Michael's working for Victor. And Victor told Michael to do something. We don't know what it is. And Michael don't want to do it, but he told him he has to do it because Michael wants to be in Victor's good graces. And Cole's been kind of quiet. He's been just sitting there dating Victoria, I guess, and he's being a good father. I don't know. Mm-hmm.
And when Lauren told Phyllis that she told Michael,
I know. She's our friendship's over. Oh, I know. I literally feel like,
oh man.
Lauren didn't
Double betrayal. She was like, oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. I thought we were friends. Okay, right. Now you just betrayed me too. Great. Lovely. And then Lauren's like, I know. Like she didn't know what to say. She's like, no, you betrayed me too. Although, in Lauren's defense, people typically tell their husband most things, right?
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
you're like, hey, listen to this.
Right.
You're never gonna believe it, right? So, like,
my father taught me that. My father said, "Pillow talk is real." He goes, "Couples talk."
Well, but telling him that when he's defending Sharon,
I know.
This is going to be a stab to Phyllis.
Yeah.
Oh, Samantha, okay, you agree. She's like, I'm a Sharon fan, not Phyllis, so I'm biased at best, but I understand because I would feel the same thing about my best friend defending somebody coming from me. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, Phyllis no, even if she did know, Phyllis would carry. That doesn't even matter, Tony. The fact that she doesn't know, and I don't know why. It's really funny how people will do backflips to defend certain people. It's very interesting. I'm looking at the thing as clearly. I'm looking at. I mean, I like Phyllis. I like Sharon. I like both characters. They both can be a little off crazy. I like them both. But I'm looking at it strictly from like a legal standpoint, what's going on. And like we know stuff, but they don't. I'm not looking at the past. I'm just looking at straight ahead. What's happening today? What's happening today is that her family was attacked by this woman in several forms, and a woman is dead.
And her life was also threatened.
Her life was threatened. Exactly. So that's how I'm going from that. I'm going from that. Yes. And again, Diane. Hi, Diane. Yeah, I know. We all know that part. That Michael's a Newman lawyer, and that's why Nick asked. I get all that too. He could have said no.
Yeah, he could have.
Could have said no. I'm sorry.
That was the only other lawyer, and she did.
Right? Because Amanda's gone.
Because he's dead. He
didn't have to borrow a lawyer from B&B.
I don't really get Justin over there or something. Yeah. I mean, Candace, I'm coming into the spotlight. Oh yes, I'm here.
He has arrived.
He's arrived. I'm just like I try to go straight from just like the facts, what's happening in the moment. I see why Phyllis is upset. Now she's seeing other stuff kind of. It's gonna take a while for her to kind of get out of that and see what's going on. And maybe she will come around and be like, the storyline's not far from over. So
what do you think about this whole Billy, I need a friend, and Sally saying go be with her, like what is happening there?
So Phyllis and Billy obviously have a past also.
Yeah.
But when it was Gina Tognoni playing Phyllis. I've never seen them two together like them. So they have a thing. I wish they were going after Victor. It's gonna fall on their face.
That's so dumb. Like, come on.
That part's dumb. But they are friends. Like, they are friends.
Yeah.
They are friends. So I'm not surprised that they were talking. I don't want Billy and Sally together anyway. That's another story. But
that's just weird.
It's weird. That's why. Phyllis was like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, I mean, she
Give
hit the
you an
nail on
eye.
the head. The only thing you have in common is, you guys were betrayed
Yep.
Yeah,
by the folks that
I'm
you
like,
loved. And, like,
I agree. That's a weird pairing.
yeah, I'm into
just
that.
rebound, good old fashioned
Rebound.
rebound.
Yes, rebound.
Yeah.
But I just think it's get ready for a Sally, Billy, Phyllis triangle. No, Candace, we don't want that.
No.
Say that. We don't want it. I just think Billy is him and Phyllis are friends. She can't count on Nick right now because Nick is busy defending Sharon.
Oh my gosh.
He's clearly on
Nick.
Sharon's side. He's clearly on Sharon's side. Maybe for the good. That's fine. I'm fine with that. But Phyllis, who's she gonna go to? She can't go to Jack. They're not friends anymore. So she can't go to Jack. So Billy's the next person.
So do you
I
think
feel sorry for her.
you feel sorry for Phyllis?
Yeah,
I
I do.
Digs her own grave, though.
Just
You
a
know?
little bit.
sometimes.
I do a little bit. Because I think she really was in love with Jack for a minute.
Oh, I do too.
What?
Until Phyllis came around.
Yeah.
I mean, not Phyllis, until Diane came around. And no, I don't care. Diane is not good.
Okay, let's
You
go
will
down for a
never
second.
convince me
Yeah.
otherwise.
Let's go to that for a second because people were telling me in our Zoom, they're like, I don't trust Diane. Here's the thing. When Kyle asked Jack, you guys were so convincing.
Yeah. Do you
Is
trust?
there something in there?
Yeah. So do you
And
believe
Jack
Victor? Do you believe Victor when he says the Abbott family is about to implode? They don't
Yes.
know it. Because Victor believes he's unleashed something in Diane
Yes.
that is going to just blow everything to
I
smithereens.
see.
I agree.
You think that's true?
I do. I think Diane, there's something in there. And I think even with Kyle, even when they were talking and it brought the whole, it's like you got a little tensions for a second. And then he kind of I think Kyle's calming down on purpose. Kind of like, okay, I'm back at Chabot as a co-CEO. I'm okay. I'm like, but I think there's something there. I think that the real, I think someone thinks that, I know people who think that Diane and Victor are endgame, that they're working together, so to speak, on this whole thing. I wouldn't be surprised. But I think he has unleashed something in Diane. He knows Diane. Victor knows Diane. And Victor's so hilarious. He don't give a fuck. He don't care. He's like, yeah, I've gloated for a while, blah, blah. And then Jack's like, yeah, this is too much not like Victor. He wants us to, and they're playing with cat and mouse between the two of them. They've been enemies for so long.
I think Victor knew this was a ruse.
Yes.
I didn't believe it. I didn't believe Jack and Diane.
Right.
But I don't believe Victor saw Jack buying up Lasad.
No. Yeah, right.
I think Victor was blindsided by that. And that was like a win for Abbott, right?
Yeah, for Abbott. But yet, Victor sold everything else inside of Lasad and made it just a shell of a company. That was hilarious. So I think they both got stuff.
Yeah.
Candace Mack says, I've been on Diane being bad since day one. I feel like the writers took too long to get to this point plot. So yeah, I mean, me and Amanda especially have been like, we don't believe Diane. I don't believe that bitch for a second. There's something in there. It's like she's too goody two shoes that it's not her. She's never been that way. So this whole thing they said, but I love when Kyle was like, but you guys, it was really real. Like even Billy was like, that was really real. No, she just knows what to say to me. I'm like, yes, she knows what to say to you. But what if some of that was true? I think it was. I'm sorry, I think it was. I'll call it. I think it was.
Yeah.
I love Ashley. I love Ashley so much.
yeah.
Before their Thanksgiving thing, right? She's telling Tracy and the doctor. I can't remember his name. Alan. She's telling them, oh, this is such a relief. I'm so glad Diane's out the door. This is so great. And then they walk in together and she's like, what the hell?
I know. I know she did. Oh my God.
I thought that was so funny. Her face was like, oh, dear God.
Yes. I mean, I love that Nikki doesn't like her. I know that Ashley doesn't like her still. Phyllis, of course, don't like her. It's like, yeah, I'm tired of Victor always winning too, Joy Jansen. It'd be nice to see him lose. I agree with you also. But I mean, we had this fight in the Zoom yesterday. We had this fight in the Zoom about Jack and Victor going after each other because of Nikki, and we went back and forth. And I'm just like, I agree. Again, I said Amanda's name in the Zoom yesterday. You guys know I did. I go, Amanda will be the one be like, no, bitch, that's my wife or that's my husband. I don't care what goes on. Because they're like, they're friends. They have a whole history and blah, blah, blah. It's like, we don't care. Victor says they were for my wife. You almost got yourself killed and her killed. I'm done. So I'm like,
I don't care. To me, that makes it even worse. You say it like that's a good thing. Like, oh, we have so much history. That's exactly why you shouldn't be friends. Have you had sex with each other?
Right.
Answer. Then you don't need to be friends right now. Okay. Victor said no. Yeah. Could you imagine he went to this extent? Okay. And they didn't even do anything. Right. Imagine if they actually kissed or slept together. He would just destroy the whole town.
No, Victor would have dropped a nuclear bomb on that.
He would have just destroyed the whole town.
Yeah. Good. You know, I think had it been anyone else besides Jack,
yes,
that went to that extent, Victor would have allowed room for it.
Yes.
But it's Jack.
It's Jack.
It's just Jack. Just Jack.
You guys remember there is hatred in there. There is, I mean, there's again the long history.
And Jack said that to Kyle.
Yeah, he did.
Said, Victor will never let this go.
Nope, he won't. He won't.
So, ever.
But I have to say, I was in tears. Peter Bergman is just, oh my God, he's
telling you, right?
We praise him so much on the show because he's really that good. I mean, all the Emmys he has is deserved. When him and Kyle made up at Society, his voice started to crack when he was talking about his dad. I'm like, God, Peter Bergman, fuck, you're so good. Peter Bergman is so, he knows when to turn on the waterworks.
This was real.
Yes.
Right? When he did this?
Yes.
That was real.
He grabbed a tissue or napkin, and he did that. I was like, napkin. It was so good. It was just like
he did a KKO with the one tear.
Oh yeah. I was saying for me, it's Finola Hughes on General Hospital. She could turn on the waterworks in a second.
And Jeannie Francis.
And Jeannie Francis, oh my God, I mean, still side note, when she reunited with her daughter and she drops everything at the door.
Drops everything. It was just like,
oh my God, I was crying.
When they're cuddling on the couch and you know, her shoulders on her mother, like, you smell like my mother, like you smell the same.
Yes.
Like, ah!
I did. So, but Peter Bergman's the same way. He literally was like, talking about his father and how you didn't know him that well, anybody, but wait till you have your son, when he gets older, he's going to disappoint you. You're going to disappoint him, and he'll have to look at you. I'm like, I'm sobbing like a goddamn baby.
And it's important to have these kinds of conversations. And it
was wonderful.
So good.
For a daytime Emmy lead action nomination. I agree. I just think that him and Victor have the one thing in common. They both love their families and they want their families to be okay.
They'll do anything. Yeah.
Right. And Victor explained to Claire in a couple other conversations where he came from. And all of us who've watched the show all these years know that Victor came from orphanages, horrible mother, horrible father. His name is Victorious Newman. That's how he started. If we didn't know this, that's how he got the name. He looked at, he's like, I'm a Victorious Newman. His real name was like Christian, that's his real name, whatever. So that's why he feels so strange. I mean, he loves his family. He does. And so, but Jack also, but his was, remember he goes, I lost my mother too. Remember? I had the same thing with my mother also leaving, coming back. But his father was so good. I mean, John was like the bomb. And so trying to live up to that as the older brother, the firstborn son, the whole thing is like his scenes with Billy, his scenes with Kyle, I'm just like, Peter Bergman is just like, he's the bomb. He is just the bomb. The bomb.
I agree.
He's right. And Jack knows because I know Victor. Like Tami said, I know him. This will not be left go. It will not be
Yeah. He did. He said, "Oh, this is not over."
And Victor said he's in for the long game. He's in for the long game.
And Jack and Kyle talked about Claire.
Yes.
And Jack voiced his concerns for Claire because
Yes.
she's smack dab in the middle of it between the
Yes.
Abbotts and the Newmans, and that is danger zone, danger zone.
I'm going to do a poll, our first poll for the last show of the year. Let's see. Wait, where's the poll? No, that's not that. How do I get the poll? Okay, we're going to do a poll because this has come up several times. Okay, I'm going to type it in first.
You look pretty, Sam.
So do you. I like your Christmas tree.
Yeah, I
Okay.
didn't know.
It's so pretty.
I thought
So,
I
folks, sorry, folks. Do you think Claire has changed? Yes or no? Are you killing me? Please vote now in the chat.
Go ahead and place your votes so I can say.
Votes, because people have brought this up. People think, well, we don't like her darker hair, her brown hair. Oh, like gross. But they're saying that they think that Claire is going to be unleashed at some point too. That she's not
Thank
done.
you.
Listen,
Thank you, people. Love
Nick,
you. I cannot stand Claire. I do not want hate mail. I cannot stand Claire. All of you guys are snowed. All of you guys are fooled. I'm not even convinced that's her first time. I don't buy Claire. I don't believe it. You didn't grow up with Jordan and you're that innocent and naive and you're not jaded. He said, oh, well, she's not jaded. Okay.
Well, so far it's close. It's not a landslide. So far it's close. 53 to 47, so it's close. There's still he's voting.
I don't think I think obviously, and Nikki said it to Victoria. Nikki said, "Hun, Claire can take care of herself." So, whatever's going to come down the line is going to happen. But at the end of the day, she knows Claire can handle herself. And she got that way because of Jordan. However, Tony, I do believe that she consciously makes an effort to be a better person and to not go, that dark side will always be there. But I think her family is what's keeping her. She has a family now.
I agree.
She was raised in a cult kind of environment where she had no one. It was just her and Jordan. And that was on purpose. And that's making Jordan crazy right now. That she's got this family surrounding her. Yeah. Jordan's losing her mind. They're brainwashing her. They're brainwashing her.
Right. I know. Ironical to say that, girl. When she said that, I was like,
yeah.
They're all okay. So the folks, right now, people are voting. It is close. People are just
I think I disagree, Amanda, because I think Kyle will be her first. Because then I brought this up months ago, where it kind of creeped me out, her and Kyle together, because she seems so childlike. It's like, ooh, it's like, don't be with somebody who's like a child.
Yeah.
I don't think she was faking it. She's not like that anymore, though. She's not so childlike, which is to Haley's, kudos to her acting wise. The arc of Claire has been really good.
Yeah, I agree. They're saying Candace like sex may change her more. That's so funny. There are people who in the chat. Good. There are people in the chat think she's working with Ian and whatever. And then they're like, why did Victor take her in? Maybe Victor will try. Maybe Joy says maybe if Victor tries to sabotage the relationship with Kyle, she'll turn on Victor. That has happened. Amaya's like, I believe she has changed, so they show me she hasn't. Same with Diane. She doesn't do anything to not be changed. Okay.
I disagree with that. I think little things come out with Diane. Little things show.
I agree with that too. But Tony says, wait till Summer flips the trigger. Is Summer she's not really that keen.
Oh, I can't wait for this.
Summer's like, I don't know about her.
She said, obviously something has changed. So, and then she went, I guess this is a friendship.
She's like,
And then they wouldn't answer. They wouldn't say anything. And she
Nope.
was like, well, I'm glad y'all are friends.
And I
And then
love
she
that
walked off.
coffee time between Summer and Claire. Again, Claire held her own
yes, that was fun.
before Kyle
Yeah.
arrived.
Why does Summer
don't-
not want to be with Chance? Just because of the whole job thing with
Because
the
of
brother?
Daniel. Chance went after Daniel.
That's his job.
I know, but you're my boyfriend. You shouldn't be.
So you want me to
my
just
brother?
like
He's innocent.
hide evidence? You want me to just hide evidence?
Let's see. Maybe Claire needs shades. Well, it's funny. Claire is gonna be patty cakes. Dark Claire in 2025. But my thing is, I just think Summer is bored. That's why.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's with Claire. I'm not sure. They're playing it close to the vest. Maybe she has changed. Maybe she's fine. But like Nikki said, she can hold her own. She dealt with Jordan, all that stuff for those years. She's
And she
also
tricked everyone,
tricked
got a
everybody.
job,
Yeah.
and
She went to
kidnapped
business school. She went to business school. She's not dumb.
And like Victor said, y'all, she's a Newman.
That's right.
She's got that DNA where
Yes.
she can go there.
Yeah, she's not a child.
No,
Okay, she's
not at all.
not like 18.
And I'm glad
Right?
they
She's
redressed
not a
her. That
child.
outfit, that all black outfit with the
Oh
boots,
yeah,
the hose was like, oh, it's fantastic.
yeah. They did
Can I say one thing?
You always, yes, you may. Yes.
Nate looked so hot. And then when Audra showed up, I was like, those two on screen is too hot. Okay.
Okay, Tony
It's
J.
burning my eyes.
Tony J. There you go. He already went on about Nate yesterday in the Zoom. Yes. Yeah. Nate is hot. Yes, he is, and Audra's hot too. And Zulika Silver said some nice things about me when she was talking to Tami on camera. So thank you. I
And
love
even if
her.
they're hot on screen, seeing them in person,
Oh, she's hot.
they
hot.
just glow.
They do.
Yeah.
You know, they're just,
Oh yeah, you saw both of them. So you saw both of them. That's
oh my
right.
gosh, they're just so down to earth
Yeah, they are.
and love what they do and are just so thankful to be working with the Y&R family. And to see that, because it just comes through. They're like kids, like we're so excited and we just love what we do.
Super, super nice people.
They
I
are.
would say go to Zulika's Instagram page. She went to see Metallica yesterday and she had the best outfit on. It was hot as fuck. It was hot.
I bet.
Hot.
I need to know where she shot, Tami.
Okay, she was hot. Yeah, because I forgot Tammy get to see them because I couldn't go because I had no voice. So she did get to see them in person and interview them. Oh, also, yes, next week or this week, we get Thelma Hopkins joins the show for a couple episodes. And so we'll have for those of us who love half the series, we'll be getting a Thelma Hopkins, Valerie Packard reunion. And if Brighton James could walk through there for a second, he played her son on Family Matters. That could be funny. A little Richie. So we get to have her on the show. And Thelma Hopkins looks great from the preview. So it's just great.
Sure, yeah.
She plays the private investigator they hired. So
yeah, I love that preview. The three of them at the table.
I know, like, oh, so, and they're bringing on Nathan Owens, who was on Days of Our Lives, we playing the half brother. So Damien, some more chocolates coming on.
He's telling me that they look alike a little bit.
They don't. They look very different because Sean's much darker with those light eyes or whatever. This guy's lighter skinned with dark eyes. So I'll be curious to see what he looks like now. Like, I don't know what his haircut's going to be because it was like shaved head.
Yeah.
Oh God! Y'all know I love a shaved head.
You ever seen the announcement? He's going to the announcement. He's out there. So they're going to bring him on as Damien.
So what did you think about the family dinner? Nate's all, come with me to the dinner.
Oh my God, hilarious. Oh my God, hilarious. I thought was so funny. First of all, Abby got a new hairdo.
Well, everyone, Nikki's hair is shorter,
Yeah,
Abby's hair is shorter, Lily's is longer. Like everyone's kind of just got a whole new thing going on.
Yeah, I was like, okay, a little hairdo. I mean, I don't really care for those two, like whatever. would you want to see Daniel back as Kane? No. We good. No, actually, wait. Do I like Daniel Goddard? Can't remember if I like him or not. I think I like. No, I think he's okay. I don't mind him back.
I
He's okay. I think I might be back. No, but I think there might be a Nate, Audra, Damien triangle. I have a feeling that might happen.
I hope not. I really, I love
dinner,
Audra and Nate.
But that dinner, here's the deal. We saw another side of Audra. That actually, I don't think she was faking it. It would explain so much.
And Devon is like so shady.
And he was.
I don't know. You think she was faking that? Like, I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I can buy a softer, kinder Audra. I was laughing out loud.
I know, it was funny. But
that was real.
Like, no, it was real. That was real. And Lily kind of caught it. She was like, maybe she is like really telling it out. And I think that Audra, she mentioned about her father before, being alcoholic with Nikki. So there's her being a hard ass. That makes sense. That completely makes sense. Samantha goes, shady or cautious, Tami?
'Tis a fine line.
It is.
The thing is, Audra has never pulled the tears card.
No, never.
Ever. And I don't see her ever doing that.
Nope.
Whereas Luna pulls the tears card on Bold.
Yes.
Like she knows when to turn it on and can turn it off because she's psychotic. But anyway.
Yeah. I know. I'm like, how can you believe anything she says? She's nuts.
Audra kind of got her father to Nikki. Oh yeah, yeah. When Nikki was spiraling out, Audra talked to her about her father and
she did.
Growing up with alcoholism.
Yeah, she brought that up. Remember, she brought that up. So like I'm saying,
I don't know too much about her mom, but her mom was cold and non-emotional, and that'd be kind of cool to. Is her father still alive?
We don't know.
Be interesting if one of her parents showed up.
So Candace goes, I think we forget Audra has been through a lot since she's been on the show. She had that baby with Noah that she lost. The Tucker stuff. And she goes, she thinks Audra has let her wall down because she trusts Nate.
Yeah, I think they're good for each other.
I agree. Because the thing was, the Tucker stuff, she never used the crying card there either with him. She was vulnerable, but she didn't use the cry. She didn't cry. No. This is the first time, and Suzuka said it, I'm going to show you a different side of Audra today in the episode. And she didn't cry
one-on-one with Nate. She cried in front of his family. I could just imagine how, you can't control how you feel sometimes, right?
Right.
And how horrified she must have felt, like being out of control in front of his family.
Yes.
It's that battle of, okay, I got to get my shit together. Like, what is happening? But at the same time.
And when you're like that, the more you try to get your shit together, the more you start crying. And you're like, would you stop it?
It is.
These conversations, right, in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough.
So Joy, actually many of the actors are off contract. They're on reoccurring status. So, I mean, they'll bring her on when they use her, I guess. I mean, we don't really see them together that much anyway. And yes, the little kid who plays Dominic, they got a mixed child. It's like they actually got a mixed child. He is cute, his little blondish hair.
Oh my God, I love his hair so much.
But I'm sorry, the black person to another who also has mixed children or whatever, comb that hair a little better, please. That hair is a little too wild. We need to come in a little shape or something. That's my only piece of advice for that. The kid is very cute. So,
well, I think Grandma was babysitting.
So yeah, the white lady didn't do it, but hey, somebody black in the face, comb that hair. Please, somebody comb that hair, please. Take that hair down. Because his hair is cute. I mean, he's a cute little kid. And that kid, he was not like that happy to look like. He was like, oh my God, I'm working. He's a cute. He was like, they're grabbing me. No, he was a cute little kid. So I'm like,
I'm going to get the cookies. He said he was looking down there too, like, where's my cookies?
He did.
Y'all said cookies. Where did she go?
Yes. I appreciate they got them a little mixed child to do that. I think it's very cool. He's cute, but I just think that they'll pull her in when they pull her in, and they won't pull her in when they don't pull her. I mean, it's just that there's a lot of folks who are now on contract actually, and sometimes you'll see them a lot. You're gonna use them for a storyline, right? Because remember, folks, Cameron Grimes is not on contract.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are not on contract. They're just kind of like, so they have, so I think I heard somewhere she's looking, Melissa Ordway is looking for other work. She's looking for other work, obviously. So come on, Lifetime or Hallmark, hire her. Give her a couple Christmas movies.
What do you think about Lily returning to the Winter's fold?
Yeah, I thought it was inevitable. And she should. Why not? Just go back to them, and let's have a Winters family. Let's just have a whole Winters family show. Let's just give them a company. Get away from those other folks over there, and really build that. I say build that company. The three of you guys together can be really good. The three cousins plus this new relative coming in, which would be not their relative, I guess. But where's Mamie? To say I told you so, stupid bitches. I need Mamie to get back on there.
Yeah.
And say something. Like, what the F? Like, now they're all work together. Everybody's fine. Hello. So that's all she wants. That's all Mamie want to remember. They treat her like dirt. They need some apologies and whatever. I would love, he mentioned his mother, Nate did. Tanya Williams is not acting anymore. She's retired. She just won an award, I think, in Canada for something, but she's not retired. So they could replace the character. Mamie was on point all along. She was. That was her whole point. They treated her like dirt. So I need some apologies. They need to take her to dinner. They need to do something. I like that. But that little family get together was kind of funny. I just did not expect that. It was like, oh, okay, they're all together. Okay, it's kind of interesting.
And they felt like such a family at the dinner.
Yeah.
They were just laughing and digging at each other and talking over each other. The rapport was amazing. I loved it.
Yes. Now we're going to switch back to Bold and Beautiful.
Yay.
The Bold and the Beautiful. They're keeping Luna on the show. And I have to say, the one that was really, oh my God, it was kind of heart-wrenching to watch. Romy Park did such a great job as Poppy when she went to visit her.
Mm.
And they were sitting there. She's like, I'm ashamed of you. Like, you're my daughter. Like, I can't believe what you did. You killed you. Like, trying to play that parent to come across of something that your child does that's horrific.
That you're blaming me for.
Yes.
You're blaming how I raised you for your behavior. For murdering people. No.
Right. It was like Luna is the show. Bill better not be lunatized, as the Killer Clark says. I know, but Bill is sitting there. He's feeling something. What's going on, Bill?
What is going on?
I don't. This is crazy. Yeah, this is crazy.
She's faking everything.
Yeah. But what's resonating with him? Like, I don't understand.
I don't either. Anybody in chat, can you tell me? Because I don't. This storyline I don't get whatsoever.
He even said when he visited, he said, "Well, I've never killed anyone. Like, I don't know why you keep saying we're the same." He's like, "I never
all emotional. Why was he all emotional?
I don't know. You tell me. Folks, tell me. Why was he emotional? It's crazy.
Oh my God. If he's falling in love with her or something, I'm gonna lose my mind.
That's disgusting.
Well, Joy says because Bill's lonely.
Maybe, like Amanda said, he used to go rescue KKL Brooke.
I think KKL. You mean Brooke?
Please.
Yes. It's just so bizarre because it was like
they can't put them together, right?
She's like 12 years old.
Yeah.
I don't know. Bold has done many things. They've done many things. Bill feels bad for Luna. I don't think he's falling for her. That's what Candace Mack thinks.
Oh, I'm praying, Candace. I'm praying because I don't like.
Why does he feel bad for her? I don't understand.
David says, could Bill be playing Luna?
Bill misses Sheila.
Oh, that's so funny. I don't think only misses Sheila.
He did play Sheila, yeah.
And there's Kenneth Clark with his, I want the flip maternity of Kelly for 2025. Clark, you get most consistent. All these years, you are holding on to that one so bad. If it does happen, I can get to come on the show. But if it does happen, you have to come on the show and gush about it. If it does happen, I don't think it's ever going to happen. But if it does, Ken Clark was fighting that for years. Fighting that. Lisa will get the younger performer. Oh yeah, totally, she would totally. But I was saying, Romy, I don't want to forget Romy Park. Just her, just as an anguished mother who's disgusted. Yet she portrayed all of that. It was just in that scene. Veronica thinks because Bill wanted a daughter.
Well, adopt one. Okay? Not a killer.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah, I
That's
think
just
it,
killing
I think,
me.
was it Candace or someone in the chat said he's lonely?
yeah,
It's
Oh
empty nest.
my God.
There's nothing, but I never would have thought of Bill being, oh, I'm lonely. I
right.
mean,
Spend some time with your kid then. Okay? Your real kid.
Well, then we
Get
got
a
that too.
hobby.
Well, then we got that too. We got also what's going on is Remy.
he's what did I say to you, James? When it comes to bad people on the soaps, like GH, Cyrus is turning back into a villain, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I
No,
guess.
but they back in the day they were known for their villains,
Yeah.
right? Um, YNR has got their Jordan and now Ian, like they've got good villains. But Bold just has psychotics. You know, people who stalk and murder and they're just psycho. They're not villains per se.
Right.
Right.
And Remy is this like, ew, he's just like super creepy.
Yeah. What's that program he has on his computer? He's like putting her.
And you know that's a real thing out there. That's
Is it
just
really?
creepy.
Is it really?
It
That
has
is.
to be.
Yeah. Oh,
It has,
yeah. Somebody
yeah.
can absolutely take your photo. They can take your photo if they're really good. They can take your photo and switch your to
Put
look
me in a two-piece bikini, folks. Make me all nice and thin, and send it to me. You want to
He
do
can
that?
make me 5'7" to
Yeah,
start.
me too.
We're all like, you can make us look better.
5'7" would be fabulous.
That's fine. AI. I'll take some AI. Thinner, anything. Um, Luna and Remy in 2025. That would be crazy. Ooh, they got together. Oh, that'd be crazy.
Oh, who said that?
That's Candace Mack.
Candace. Oh, I didn't even think about that. That's just like the two psychos. Whoa.
Yes, and they're
How's she
both
gonna get out
young.
of jail anyway? How's she gonna get out of jail?
Who knows?
I don't know.
I don't know. Some
Well,
people.
Sheila didn't go to jail hardly, and
Yeah,
she
exactly.
shot two
Hello.
people, so
Hello. But even Deacon's kind of like something going on with this boy a little bit. And then when a homeboy Will was like, "There's something off with him. I don't know what it is."
Yeah, but Will was like super catty. He was like Nepo baby catty.
I loved it though. I did that.
I did too. No, totally. He's right.
He's right. He's like something's off
he
with him.
is so much like his dad.
Come on, pizza boy.
Luna
Uh,
and Remy just radiate off each other. That's hilarious. Will was funny telling him basically leave, go back to work.
And I can't stand the name Electra.
Yeah.
I can't, I love the little actress, but I can't stand the name Electra.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and that's
Where'd they come
ridiculous.
up with that?
Electra Forrester. Yeah, it's Chew Tammy. I'll Chew Tammy. LOL. Bill will give the okay for Luna to come out of jail. Drew is killing it as Will. He actually is.
He
I
is.
look at him and I'm like, that's his father, though.
Oh my God, that's what I said. Like he was sitting at that table and he was talking, they were having lunch and he was talking to her and he was just like so charming. Like it just exudes off of him. I was like, he's just like his dad.
He is. I like he's doing a great job. Oh, a side note, it's funny because I've watched them grow up. But I have to say, they turn into two handsome young men. Eric Martzoff, his two grown sons, the twins, who are now doing modeling or whatever.
Mhm.
I was like, oh my god, kids,
They're pretty.
they are really pretty. So
They're
you know,
pretty.
I mean, Lisa's hot. His wife, Lisa's hot too. I know them both in person. They're hot. I'm like, the kids are good. So yeah, so Crew is working it out. He is totally working it out. Tammy, my disgust exactly with the with the name Electra Woman and Dinah girl. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Marlena, that was Deidre Hall.
Let's roll and dine
Dinah girl. I've heard that show. That's for us older folks. Remember that. But yeah, so it's really interesting to see that he's getting crazier and creepier and creepier and creepier. So we have that going on. But I didn't even think about I've got Luna too. Who knows? something could happen.
Someone said, how can Electra not realize that Remy is like super creepy?
Yeah.
She thinks he's nice. Because again,
They grew up,
she's half paying attention, so to
they
speak.
grew up together, right?
Right.
Or went
And
to
for her,
school
it's like, oh,
together?
let's see him. So him bringing a pizza, and he works at a pizza place. Yeah, why not? I mean, that's not, I see how she's thinking. Nothing wrong with that. He came up
Did I
with
ask you to bring my girlfriend pizza?
and that's
Yeah.
what it was like. That was hilarious. That his
Girlfriend.
part, but for her side, he's a friend from home. She said it. It's nice to have somebody from home. When you go to a new place, you have nobody. I mean, it probably is nice. He hasn't done anything to her knowledge. He hasn't done anything to her. She has no idea, and she's probably half paying attention. She's in the will. She loves her life. He's just a friend. You're not paying attention. I have friends I probably don't pay attention to. They probably have dolls of me in their house and they're punching them already. Who knows? I don't know what's going on.
I don't like his name either, Tammy.
Remy?
Yes, because we already had a Remy. Okay,
Yeah.
there's a million names.
Oh, Guiding Light.
There was already a Remy.
Oh,
I don't like that. Okay, it's confusing, and I was expecting a totally different person when they said Remy.
See, I think I could be wrong, but I think that might be a nod because Lauren St. Victor played Remy Boudreau on Guiding Light.
ah,
And he's
maybe
one of
he
the
came up
writers
with the
on the
name.
show. I think he came
But
up with the name.
didn't we have a Remy?
No.
Wasn't Donna's son named Remy?
Nope.
Okay, then I
Donna's
take
son
it
was
back.
Marcus. Yeah,
Sorry,
Donna's son
Molly.
was Marcus. It was Marcus.
Marcus, that's right.
Okay, I
Marcus and
take it
Daisy.
back.
Yeah, Marcus and Daisy. Yes. Where is RJ? I know RJ's like,
Oh, that's a good question.
yeah, where's RJ? You know,
That
I
is
mean,
a good.
I almost forgot that Will, because when Will found out what was going on, too, I forgot that is Hope is his cousin. I keep forgetting about that. He's a Logan, 2 kids. I was like,
He's all excited.
You know
Yes.
what? All right, I'm on Steffi's side for the most part. Okay,
Okay.
with all this stuff, but the fact that she wouldn't listen, okay, Hope actually tripped. Okay, the fact that she wouldn't even listen at all and just fired her, like, that's it, I'm done. I get it because of the way it looked, but I did feel like, oh crap, this is the one time in history of the soap opera someone actually tripped and fell into him. Because I always say, oh, she tripped and she actually fell
Right.
into it.
Yes.
She really did. And I was like, oh, she's never gonna believe that. She's never, like, Finn was in the room and he
Right.
don't even believe it. I'm like, was he not in the room?
Right?
Yes.
So then I felt bad for her, but at the same time, why is Hope anywhere near Finn in the first place? You shouldn't even be close enough to trip on him or even around.
Why was he in her? He was in her office.
Yeah.
Yeah, why?
Exactly. Why? Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
Oh.
Luna will convince Bill or his mom to get out of jail. Luna will meet Remy. They'll team up, and Luna will make Remy create AI pics of her and Bill. That's so funny. She asked 2 or 3 times what happened and hoped to say anything. That's why Amanda's on. That's why she's on Homegirl's side. She's on Steffi's side. She saw that. She didn't like that. But Steffi did take it personal with the whole, and that's why she fired her. Yeah, it was nothing to do with professional stuff. Yeah. Goes through ups and downs. All those lines go ups and downs. But she did. That was her final straw, right? Even though Steffi can't say nothing because she slept with Liam and made a baby after she was with Hope. So she's hypocritical also.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody said in this chat room, there are no innocents. There aren't. And yeah, it's really weird with the RJ character because RJ and Will are basically the same character, basically, kind of. And it's like they got rid of Luna, so RJ has nobody. There's no people his age running around, unless they brought RJ back into the fold and made another cousins. Their cousins also. It'll be another cousins fight over the same woman.
Oh yeah, like a triangle.
Yeah, that'll be the only thing. So I don't know. No, actually, he could because literally RJ isn't really a force. So I'll say that's his cousin too. I forgot. That's his cousin. They're not blood related, but they're cousins. I've got their cousins. Can't we do that?
Well, I feel sorry for Zende. Does anybody feel sorry for Zende?
But we mentioned that. We're saying he's kind of like, I'm a Forrester, yet this opportunity. Like, he liked working for Hope for the Future. And I said, and man, did you notice the mannequin's still there in a box? It said Logan mannequin. I was like, oh my God. It passed by and I was like, oh my God, it's still there. The mannequin's still there. Creepy.
Uh-oh.
Because then they're packing everything up. I said, I saw the mannequin. I'm like, oh my God, the mannequin's still there.
Did that on purpose.
They did it on purpose. See, because they never show anything.
Right. But I did feel sorry for him.
Yeah.
With all of this going on, he also got targeted by Lena.
Right back, folks.
She knew what she did that on purpose.
Yeah.
Right? So like I felt so bad for him because now all of this is happening, right? And he doesn't have anyone either.
I did like that moment when, Carter and Hope tell Zende, here's what's going down. And he's appropriately horrified. You stole my family's company. And I love what Carter said. He said, it's still your company. I'm just managing it.
Right.
And I believe Carter.
I do too.
I don't believe he wants to take over and change it to his company. I believe he just wants to make the company better.
Yeah, I don't think he has any intention of like going in and just firing everyone or like causing the uproar. I agree with you, but they're not going to go along with it.
No. When he said to Ridge and Steffi, I'm not kicking you out. And Ridge is all, oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I was like, oh my God.
I'm so glad you're not kicking me out of my own company.
I know, exactly. He didn't say it condescendingly, but there's no way he could have said it that Ridge and Steffi would have responded well to.
I don't know what Bold's doing, okay, Tammy? Because Ridge's behavior, the way he spoke, the things he said, that is not, she's not their age, okay? She's their, like, Brooke's child, even though she's an adult. I'm just saying, like, the way he spoke about her, to her, blew my mind.
Well, Steffi spoke the same way to her. Something I said to James, I think something they've done something to the character of Ridge and Steffi that have made them there's no, oh well, I kind of understand where they're coming from.
There's not, no.
Out of control.
Yeah. I agree.
Control.
I don't know what Ridge is thinking. And then when he said all of that stuff and he was like, come on, Brooke, let's go. And I was like,
yeah, that was shocking. Like you really,
I was like, do not ever talk to her like that again. How dare you? You don't say all that stuff about her daughter and then go, come on, Brooke, let's go. And he didn't say it nice. And I was thinking, I know he didn't just say that. And then I was like, well, she's not going to go. But she did. She did.
So Marvin in the chat says, Carter is still a good guy, though his method to take over was wrong. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I think deep down Carter is a good guy.
I think so too. I just don't think they had any other, if they want to stay with the company, if he and Hope, well, Hope was out of the company.
Right.
Carter wanted to stay. They were dismissing him right and left.
Oh yeah.
His ideas meant absolutely nothing. And when they kept feeding him, we treat you like family. You're family.
Mm-hmm.
Carter came back with, but I'm not.
Right.
End of the day, if someone doesn't have Forrester blood running through their veins, their opinion doesn't matter.
It's true though. Because every time he says something, or wants to do something, they just are like, no, like they barely listen. And his idea for the jewelry was a good idea. Steffi just does not like Ivy.
Right. I did love that scene. I think Steffi's completely in the wrong. I think she's turned into a raving lunatic. And when she confronts them at the end, when she confronts Carter and Hope and says, "You've just turned your nemesis into your worst nightmare." Is that what was that what her depart? And
Something like that. Yeah, something
she
like that.
bumped Hope with
Yeah.
the elbow. You
Yeah.
know, that's when Hope should have grabbed her hair, and that's when something should have happened, because you just
Right?
don't. Who does she think she is?
Exactly.
She took the shoulder to Hope.
Right?
But
Like,
Hope is like Brooke. Brooke would never retaliate like that.
oh, Tami, you're right. You're
She
right.
would
I would have
never
been like, I
retaliate.
hope your extensions are in good. And I would grab that. Yes.
Joy Jennings says Eric said he didn't want to go into debt. Carter said he has worked on this for years. As usual, Brad Bell shows us nothing. And we didn't see that. And they agree with you, Tami. A fight should have went down. Like I said, Frank Moran wants some slaps because I missed some soap slaps.
Telling you, Steffi deserves just to be. Oh,
But she totally shoulder checked her. She was like, "Bam!"
Did.
I was
that
like,
was hard too. That was, God, I'm sure Annika felt that for a
"Oh,
day.
I know."
Damn.
Afterwards, she was probably like, really?
It gets a real fight. Really? Okay. Devin Knight. We were talking this. No, Carter is not family. He's not family. He's like family. Yes. His no Marcus. So Marcus is the son of Donna and Justin Barber.
Right.
That's what he gave. So there's nothing to do with Carter. I knew the Carter. Carter and remember Carter was with Maya before Rick was. So he was always
Right.
the periphery. But no, they're not related. Marcus is related to Justin Barber.
I don't know why. I get it because for some reason I had it in my head that they were cousins. So I don't know why I thought that either. I don't know why I thought that.
But Eric did adopt him also. So he's actually Marcus Forrester. That is correct. But I mean, I don't know if I don't even know if Carter and him are close. We don't see that. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know if they've shown that in the past. I don't remember.
Maybe they went to school together. It was somehow they knew each other.
Yeah, but I just think that Carter's always been like the family helping hand. He's the lawyer who marries everybody. I mean, that's how I mean. As I said, the Forsters should feel upset because they were bested. They should feel upset. They should. They should feel upset.
Yeah.
But this kind of like, but they did it. They didn't pay attention, and they did it.
I love every minute of this, by the way. I love it because Ridge needs to suffer. I don't even care, guys.
Mm-hmm.
That pine cone in the head wasn't enough.
No.
I'm gonna need more suffering than that.
Yeah.
Oh, I want Brooke to get with somebody and fall in love and be happy so that it can drive Ridge nuts. That's what I want so bad.
And the minute that happens, like you said, Amanda, he'll want Brooke back.
He'll go nuts.
And again, we'll lose. Someone's just the two of them have just got to say no to him. Like, stop the toxicity. Just stop it.
And then Taylor.
Just 1 second. So Adeli, that's actually not true. I just went to the Bold and Beautiful website. They said that Marcus Forrester is the son of Donald Logan and Justin Barber, later adopted by Eric Forrester. He also fathered Amber's last baby. That too. And Mark, and that's they don't say that he's related to Carter at all. So I'm looking up.
I think they went to school together or something.
They may have done that, but I'm looking up at who's who of Wait. So okay. So now I look at this thing here. So okay, he was adopted by Jerry Walton, and he was raised as Walton's brother, adoptive brother. So adoptive brother. So they were okay.
I knew it was
went down further,
something.
Deli. I went down further and I read it. So they are adopted brother. They're adopted brothers.
Yeah, I knew it was something because I remember they knew each other. So,
And then Eric, I knew that Forsters did adopt him too. Also, I don't know if they're close or anything. I have no idea if they're close or anything. That means anything. Yeah, Justin and Nate are cousins. The Barbers are their cousins. We've talked about that. But Justin has not been on. I don't think he's been on. Has he been on YNR? I don't think he has.
not that I know of. No.
I don't think he has. So I don't know. I know Justin wanted to go over there. Not Justin. What's his name? Aaron D. Spears wanted to go over there, but they haven't put him over there. They're just across the hall from each other, so they can do it. They literally are like across the hall. That's how you saw Annika and them. They were they just walking by or something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They had just wrapped and going back to the dressing rooms and changing.
Yeah, they're right. Literally, it's all Price is Right. Is that they're all like right there.
Yeah.
It's all right there.
Yeah,
So,
it was cool.
So, but but Marcus is never mentioned. We don't talk about him. So, he should have came back for his wedding from his mom and dad, so to speak. When Donna remarried Eric.
Totally.
Back. They forget characters. Everybody's asking, where's Felicia? Where's Kristen? And where's Rick? And Bridget.
Good questions. I want Bridget back
Felicia,
on.
Christian, Thorne, Rick, and Bridget. Where are they for this big decision?
I like Bridget.
They keep bringing her again. She's not on contract. They trot her out every once in a while. That's it.
She's super sweet. I took a bunch of photos with her.
Well, I'm sure.
I was like, oh my God, Ashley, you're my favorite. I was like, can I take a photo? And she was like, me? I was like, yeah. And she was like, yeah. And then we were taking a bunch of photos.
Don't go away. I'll be right back.
Yes. So Olivia came from YNR Justice Wayne to Donna, ran into Bill. Oh, she did. I didn't see that. I didn't see that one. That's good. I know Marvin's on says assassination of Finn. No one's talking about Finn right now, Marvin. There ain't going on with him.
You know what? You know what? I don't like the way that Finn acted in the restaurant with Deacon. Okay?
Oh, yes.
The good doctor is starting to get on my nerves. Okay?
Uh-oh.
The way that he acted, it like, you know what? Get out of my restaurant. Go find pizza elsewhere. Okay? Because he was being nice. Deacon was like, look, Hope, she didn't mean it, blah, blah, blah. And Finn was just so rude. He was like, I don't care what her intentions were because she already did it before. And I'm not helping her. I'm like, all right, then. All right. Then you know what? Get out of my restaurant.
Right.
How about that?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have to be rude.
Well, oh my God, Joy Jensen has brought up. I forgot Bridget has a son too, named Logan.
Yeah.
He's grown by now.
So
and Taylor has a son by Brooke.
Taylor and Brooke have a son together.
Yeah. So he's a Logan too.
Where is he at? He's a Logan and a
Maroney.
Oh.
Which makes them related to Ridge.
Right.
And Steffi and all them. That's their cousin. That's their biological side of family.
Ooh, they should bring him back.
We already brought back for the anniversary. Yeah, where's Jack? I know. Where's Jack? I know.
I don't think they have a story for him, is the problem.
I know.
I feel like they could have a story between him and Finn's mom, right? Lee, yeah. They could have a story with them because we never really saw their full breakup.
No. Finn was protecting his wife just like Deacon protects his 9-toed demon, as they wrote to you.
Oh, yeah. Right. But he didn't have to be rude about it. Okay? You're in my restaurant and I'm being nice to you. Okay? You don't got to be rude about it.
My thing is though, what if this works? Like, what if they start being successful at it? It'd be very interesting.
Oh, I hope they are.
And I'm like, but I'm just saying, well, I'm just saying for shits and giggles. So they are. So it becomes kind of successful and different. I mean, the Forces should always try to get it from them, obviously.
Yeah.
But I'm like, but I just think that's, I mean, we know it can't last forever. But Sheila and Brooke ran the company for a minute. So I don't know. Stephanie was in charge of the company for a minute. So I mean, you never know.
I think taking over the company is awesome, but I do think they're going to regret it later. I do.
I just feel like you need shakeups every once in a while. The show has been the same way for years. I like its soapy goodness. That's why I like it. Because it's just
I want something to go on with Bill too. Like I miss Bill and Ridge fighting. They fight over everything.
Fight the way Ridge is treating Brooke. This would be.
Oh yeah.
Brooke needs someone to defend her.
He does.
Come on.
He does.
Well, maybe RJ
girls. I want Donna and Katie to go, this is wrong. You deserve better. Katie's always pro Ridge. Donna's always yay Ridge. Like, stop.
Yeah. I just don't know if Brooke getting with Bill will hurt Katie. That's the only thing I don't like about their dynamic. Because he just tried to get back with Katie. So then he's going to get with Brooke after he just told Katie that he's in love with her. He wants to be with her. So it's like, that's the icky part to me with Bill and Brooke.
Well, the reason she didn't get back together with Bill is because she knows Brooke is always going to be the one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I don't know. I mean, but the Deacon card is always there too. But I know Deacon seems to be in love with Sheila.
Yeah.
Please. Oh, please don't break them up. She will destroy everything. She will shoot half the cast, half the characters.
But here's the thing. Here's a thought, folks. So Deacon's helping Brooke. Sheila teams with Steffi to get the company back.
Oh my God.
Enemies together for a common enemy. That'd be hilarious. That should be goodness. I'm telling you. That's why she would luckily ask Sheila for help, and she was like, I'll help you. I can see my grandson.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's all kinds of stuff, Nathan. There's all kinds of stuff.
Then that would make Steffi the queen hypocrite.
Yeah. Of all time.
She's already hypocrite. She's already hypocrite. So why not? Add it on there. I think why not? Well, this cup of noodles is good.
I was on Steffi's side for a while because Hope was being so inappropriate.
Well, she was.
Like, if you kissed my husband, I don't care how much you drank, I'm punching you in the face.
I'm punching you. I'm punching you.
Then she took it too far. Right? Now, Hope's not doing anything. She doesn't want to be with Finn.
Hypocrite.
Then she took it too
Steffi kissed Liam twice and that hasn't even come out yet. Hypocrite.
Hypocrite. Ooh, when that comes out, Finn's gonna be so mad. If it comes out. I don't know if it is.
I want Steffi to lose the company and lose her husband.
Oh. Yeah, she kind of deserves that for breaking up Hope and Thomas too.
Yeah. But she did kiss that kiss has not come out yet. And sometimes these shows will wait a while. So you think you forget all about it, they'll bring something back up. So you never know. You never, ever, ever know.
No.
Okay. Back to Wine really quick before we end the show. I'm trying to think, what did I miss over there? I'm trying to think. We got the two major storylines there. Claire, Lily. I think we almost major storylines happening over there. It's all been about Sharon and Phil. It's all been about that mostly.
I think.
Musical chairs. Victor has Chancellor.
Oh, were y'all surprised that she sold Victor the company?
No.
No?
I would. excuse me. I
So
wasn't.
no one ever gives Billy a chance, ever, right? Because they
That's
automatically think he's gonna mess it up.
right. But
Well,
I
how is he supposed to do the right thing if they never give him a chance?
but here's the thing. They know Catherine. I mean, Jill, Nikki, Victor, they were all friends and frenemies friends with Catherine. And I think Lily really got the short end of the stick out of the whole thing of anybody. But Billy just is Billy's one of those characters where you're like, you want to root for him sometimes. You're like, okay. There are times you're like, he's just annoying. Like it's just that's just kind of he's the ne'er-do-well brother, younger brother of the Trinity. They love him, but he's the younger one. Him and Kyle both kind of were raised in entitlement, so to speak. Very similar. But Kyle has a father, which is Jack, so it kind of sends him that direction. Billy's been kind of aimless for a while, and I don't know if they're invested in making him anything strong. I have no idea. I mean, that's
But like, I know that he's bad, right? You guys told me, oh, he's a gambler. He's done all these bad things, right? He lost his kid, whatever, all this stuff. But since I've been watching it, he actually hasn't done anything that bad.
yeah.
Like he really hasn't. He helped Chelsea and he's been trying to do this and do this. Like I haven't seen him really do anything bad except fire Lily. Because that was bad.
Yeah.
like so I'm thinking maybe they could give him a chance. Like maybe someone can give him a chance.
Well,
Well,
Jack always wants to give him a chance.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
Exactly that. I think Giles was gonna say Tammy just words out of my mouth. I think you went again when Peter Bergman and Jason Thompson are in a room together, it totally works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, I had to do what I had to do for my child. First of all, I just had to do what I had to do for my child. No, whatever. I'm sorry you're upset. However, comma, Tony says, you would do whatever you had to do for your children. I know you would. I had to do for me. Please forgive me. There's a place for you at Chabot also. Like, and Billy just feels like an also ran, so to speak. But Jack's always wanted Billy with him over there. He wants to. Jack is like Victor. They're similar. They want all the new ones in one place and all the Abbotts in one place.
Yeah.
It's very similar. Those two. Like, think about it for a second. They do, and I think Jack would have no problem having Billy back at
Oh, okay. I got it. That's the problem then. Because Billy probably wants Kyle's job.
probably. Oh yeah, probably.
Right? Because he's the brother, he's older. He thinks he should have that job.
Yes,
What's
probably.
Diane's role now?
I don't know.
Make trouble, wife.
Troublemaker. I don't know.
Okay.
No, I don't know what she's gonna do now.
I don't either.
Oh, maybe she's gonna run Glissade. Don't they still have that one? That company?
They have Glissade. It's emptied out, but they have Glissade. And according to Kyle, everything's back on track apparently at Jabot. And then Diane did some good work, quote unquote. So everything's back on track. So I don't know, kids. You tell me. I have no idea.
So people are asking in the chat, is Jason Thompson leaving? And what happened to Matt Atkinson?
I have no idea on either count. So I have nothing. I don't know nothing.
I would assume Matt's just busy being a new daddy,
Yeah. Yeah.
I was wondering that too. If he just took time off or if he's, out. I don't know.
They haven't announced him being out. So I thought it was just paternity leave, possibly. I have no idea. Charlie JC said Billy was getting a chance to build something on his own, but he turned it down. Yeah, Billy's his own worst enemy. Remember, Billy had a podcast.
I like the podcast thing.
I like podcasts too. I mean, there's a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Billy is self-destructive. He knows, and he says it. He knows he is. He knows. He does. But he's just like,
I know, guys, but he hasn't done anything since I've been watching it.
I know. They
Okay?
offer.
You know what? I don't like Kyle. I don't want hate mail, but I don't like Kyle.
He apologized for everything.
I don't like the way he acts. He's spoiled. He got the job back. Fine. He was his job. He should have got it. But he's just very spoiled. And I'm like, he just thinks that everyone should just bow to what he wants. And then, oh, you know what? I was sabotaging you, Mom, but I didn't know it at the time. Bullshit. You didn't know it. Try to act like I didn't realize it till after. All right, Kyle.
Well, here's Tony G's like nobody likes Kyle. Here's the deal, kids. Tony, if you watched Alan Locker's interview with Kimmy McCullough last week, who played Robin Scorpio Drake for years off and on, she's not really acting anymore. She's mostly directing. So even if Jason Thompson left and went back to General Hospital, I wouldn't know who he would go with because everybody loves Scrubs so much. That's their given name. I don't even know what he would do there because it won't be her. She would only come back for a minute, but she won't stay.
Yeah.
She's really in demand. She's working everywhere as a director.
That's fantastic.
Directrix.
Good.
I'm raising her son. So her son Otis. It's a good interview. But she answered that because she's busy. You know, she said, so far no one's played Robin except for her.
Yeah. And no one should ever play Robin except for her.
Oh, he shouldn't. So I don't know. Amanda, he's an overgrown 10-year-old. That's what AE says.
Yeah, I agree.
But he's entitled. He's entitled. I look at my children and they had a better life than I did. I mean, they just did. And so sometimes it just kind of manifests in certain ways. It's that generation. And it's kind of like, well, they got to play in all the school sports. They got their leather jackets. They got to see movies, and so it's kind of like, you know, it's just kind of like, you know, they kind of grew up a little entitled. And I admit my children did too a little bit. I want to give them something better than me. So I was the latchkey kid the parents were working all the time. You know, we did things on our own in the 70s and 80s. So it's kind of like, I get it that Kyle's from that generation. He grew up in the Abbott household. He really had no mother, but he had all the trappings that he could ever want.
Yeah. What do you think about the Newman Ranch?
It's funny. Everybody's like, oh my God, it's a nice set. It's a very nice set. I like it. To me, the original ranch was better, but that's just me as old. But it's cute. I think it's cute. Amanda, what do you think?
Oh, I love it. It's big. It looks big anyway.
Yeah.
Like it looks like
the chess setup, the chess game by the window.
Yeah,
that is cool.
Yeah, I said over there, so they did that. Well, folks, we're going to end now because I have a show to do in 15 minutes. Another show to do. Me and Tami have been on here since.
Guys.
We got time mixed up. Doesn't matter. I don't know when we'll be back, but we will in 2025. It all depends on me because I'll be out of town. I have no idea yet what's happening. I'll know more after the first of the year. So make sure you follow us at Wine Army Spotlight, Born Beautiful Universe online, James Law Jr., Tami Govea of A-Rust 360 or a Bold and Bold podcast. We will let you know what's going on. We will let you know what's going on. But we're done for the rest of the year. So that's the next 2 weeks. No new episodes. But we wanted to come back and say hi to you guys. But I'm telling you, I said we will be back. It'll be a whole day. We'll be back next season. I just don't know what. I got to see how things fall first, and then we'll return on Sundays to you. Amanda, any last words you want to say to the fine folks out there who watch our show?
Yeah. Me and my sister are going to record new episodes.
Oh my God.
And I'm going to go live and start talking shit, basically. So y'all can get ready for that. So sometimes I just need to get it out. So I think I can make videos or go live for you guys. That way I can get it out, right? So I'm not holding it in.
That's hilarious.
That's a good thing.
Follow her. So you can see all that stuff with that over there. And Tami, Govea, any last words for the year to the fans?
You know, Amanda and James and I just love doing this. And so we're just so thankful that you guys follow the journey and the roller coaster of soap opera world with us. And can't wait for 2025. It's going to be an exciting year.
Yes. It will be my 10-year anniversary doing this, first of all, coming up this year. 10 years with Frank Moran coming up next year for the soap folks.
I think my 5-year is coming up.
See, it's got some milestones. Yes, milestones.
It'll be our lucky 7 next year.
For us, we lucky 7. Me and Tami doing stuff together. Edition Days, which is first, will be having their 10-year anniversary in February. And I think Tami and you and I are invited. So I'll be whatever they want me to do. I'll come back for it, of course. Whatever we do, I got my start there. So I owe it all to Tony Moore, Mark J. Freeman, and Peter Ramos. I got it started there. So I will definitely, whatever they have planned. They're planning a big celebration. But I had heard me and Tami would probably be invited to be back to that, and other former hosts. So just stay tuned for Edition Days for that. They'll announce everything when they get it all together. But yes, I will. It's like I want to start. So next year we have some milestones. And right now it's my 15-year anniversary being in business as JLJ Media and the super organizer. So I'm very proud of myself. I changed my life at 40, and I can't believe it. It's doing very well. So thanks to Tami and Amanda for believing in me and my company. I appreciate that.
Always.
Yes, and all you guys down there too. You guys are wonderful. I would not be here for the Lotties, for the soap fans. We appreciate you. We want you all to have a good holiday, safe holiday season. I know a lot of weird weather things are happening, so please be careful in the weather stuff wherever you are. Tammy's new cast line on GH. But we want to thank you for all your support. Please be careful this holiday season. Have a good time. And I know for some people, 2025 is going to be very nervous for them, but we are here together. We are here. We're here for each other. We will be okay. We're going to make it through, folks. We're going to be okay. We're going to make it through. We're going to support each other. And we'll see you next year. Bye.